That's alright.
Okay, so we're now actually live, and I'm going to make sure I don't kill it again this time. They've got a studio mode which allows you to see side by side, and occasionally I've hit the stop recording instead. It's like, I don't think that did what that was supposed to do. When you self-manage, all these things happen. And
That's a shame going out.
yeah.
This is fine. Everything is fine.
So you were that late and out of it that you forgot your own dice?
Yeah.
So apparently he almost forgot his phone as well. But
Yeah.
So we are up to session 23 of this game, which is not too bad.
That's
We started at the start of this year,
Yeah, wow.
and getting to 23 is not bad,
Ah.
considering you're only 4th level.
I'm not sure if that's good or not.
I've had some games where by 20 sessions you're 19th level.
Oh, really?
That's
Yes.
quick.
And I've had some games that after 20 sessions you're still at 1st level.
Oh, okay.
So it is a bit of a mix. Most of my campaigns generally go for about 20 to 40 sessions.
Yeah, right.
This one can sort of go as long as you want to play it. I set it up to have as much time as you want. You level when you say we want to, spend the year relaxing,
Yeah.
and then you just miss out on everything that happens during that year.
The other thing is we haven't gone, kill everything! XP hunting!
Well, you don't get any XP. You get level during winter. One level
isn't
every
it just
winter.
like just the downtime?
Yeah.
Mm.
And so no matter where you spend the downtime, you can only do your leveling in winter.
Yeah, right.
And it's that way it spreads out the story and gives you a good indicator of when you're happy to stop. So what we have happening
No,
around
the
you-
dice boot.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
The dice roll thing.
Yeah, jeez.
So I might put this on silent now that everyone's here. Otherwise we'll keep getting pop-ups.
To say people are talking.
Yeah. And I'll put this one on quiet as well because you can sometimes get a little more popular than your intent, and some people think middle of game is the best time to contact you.
Of course.
My parents used to call every game. We didn't know which one to call that. Well, preferably not the game I was running.
Like you've been running a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday group for like 10 years.
That's okay. That's weird. Is that they call on weekends because they know I don't generally run on weekends. It's just that when I call them, I have the problem of I always forget when to call. So it goes both ways.
Yeah, fair enough.
They're not solely to blame to the bad calling situation. Runs in the family. So, what's been happening in the world for you guys?
We've got trolls.
We've got trolls.
Yeah,
in the
nasty,
bathroom.
horrible, yucky troll.
I didn't catch up on the video from last week.
So, in this game year, which is 1003, the broken lands nearby to the southwest of your country, a caravan of food heading to Glantry from Darrocan was wiped out by the mass mobs there, much to the celebrations of your people. Though Darraconians, so you didn't really want them to be slaughtered, but they were going to help the Glantrians, so you were happy. So it was a bittersweet happiness.
Just the we didn't plan for this, but okay.
Yep. And okay, so most of the people are getting ready to settle back down after dealing with the potential battle with the trolls. The trolls didn't actually make it out onto the steppes.
Wow.
They were a bit too afraid to go up against a whole bunch of horsemen willing to use fire.
Hey, good. They're not as stupid as we thought.
The forest trolls are less stupid than a lot of the other trolls.
I thought these were stone trolls.
Oh, the forest trolls.
They've
been displaced.
And they're displeased.
They're displeased too. So the giants have been massing in the eastern side of your country, and they are mainly stone giants. You found out.
Oh, that's what it was. Stone giants.
There were frost giants that were supposed to be there, but they've gone.
They went further.
No one knows where they went because you can't get there and find out what happened.
Yeah, the storm giants are the ones that have gone missing. They were the boss.
And no one's seen the storm giants. And the storm giants used to say, no messing of giants.
That giant, now they're all gone.
And no one's seen a storm giant for a while. The dragons have also been a lot scarce. So you haven't seen a huge amount of dragons flying around. And any dragon that has been seen is always flying north. You've never seen a dragon flying south. Not in the last year or two.
But that could also be slightly attributed to the zombie army that we created. Maybe.
Well, that's to the south.
Yeah.
On the plus
Yeah,
side,
exactly.
On the plus side, at least there's no Dracolich.
That we know of. Yeah.
Okay, so there
Great.
is.
So we'll get your mum riding on the back of a Dracolich.
So there's also rumours
Saying,
of
"Where's the
a old windmill in the vampire-infested territories that has a secret about Zal's family.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Why does it always have to be an abandoned windmill?
Yeah, I was about to say, why is it an abandoned windmill?
Because the secret is supposed to be there because the inhabitants keep getting slaughtered. That'd be a reason why it's abandoned. But who knows? It might be in your family trust.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Question mark. Lots of question marks. And that was to the south?
That was that's to the west in Glantry,
Oh, that's
in that area where you went
Glad.
to last time.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
Hey, the magic Nazis.
Yep.
I'm definitely not going there.
That's okay. They can make sure you march in time. They're very good at that. And
Who want to wear halfling boots?
and you've been getting rumors that the migration of giants is happening in more regions than just your lands. So all the countries of the world, the giants are moving.
Maybe we should talk to a giant, see when they're moving.
So what was the ones
Well,
that
they
hadn't
normally
been-
talk with clubs.
Oh,
What,
okay.
what were the ones that hadn't been seen? Which giant faction?
Storm giants.
Storm giants, because they're actually the big head hunchos.
Okay.
find
News of importance to the Ethengarians are a big chunk of the Haldanic knights have disappeared.
That's because they were dragon riders, weren't they?
No, they took off in their flying machines and went north.
Everybody's going north. Maybe we should go north.
We've been going.
No,
West?
we went west to tell them what was going on, and then we wanted to go north to find the dragons.
So their flying machines pretty much aren't used in combat. Well, not on the ground anyway. And they can outfly a dragon.
Oh, maybe we need one of their flying machines.
I'm sure if you ask nicely, they'll give it to you.
But then who
Yeah.
can fly it?
Well, I asked nicely on the one that I flew. But I never bothered to hear what they were going to say.
They were probably annoyed that you went south instead of.
No, then the stupid bastards cheat and put a scry on it. Okay, where is our flying machine? Oh, there it is.
Okay, there are rumors of a land with fantastic beasts being uncovered inland on the Isle of Dawn, which is an island nearby. The island is bigger than the entire region you're in, not just counting your country, but all the countries in the area.
Okay.
So what's called an Isle of Dawn, it is pretty much probably about the size of Africa, if not bigger.
Wow.
What, you're saying it's inland?
And the discovery is inland of that. So.
Oh, okay. I was going, what?
So the space inland is bigger than the region you're in.
Hmm.
So your country would just be a couple of spaces off that map. Okay. And that's been exciting news because people have been coming back with animals of unusual size, i.e. dinosaurs.
Ooh.
Wow.
And people being Ethengarians or people being...
People being
People.
adventurers.
Oh, just adventurers.
Yeah, adventurers welcome.
No. One act speaks enough.
I wonder why adventurers are welcome. That just seems like a very dodgy invitation.
Well, when they put out the adventurers welcome sign, that means that we're on the edge of civilization. We want people to go blaze a trail for us.
Oh, right.
And we don't want to send our own people. We want expendables. Please apply.
Basically, we're not paying for you, as
Yeah.
such.
Your treasure is what you find.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, your treasure is death. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, how many sessions has it been since someone hasn't died or been dropped? You need like one of those
No,
signs
it's
in the
more
background.
like how many sessions has somebody not been turned into something else?
You know, we need 2 signs. X many of days between either gender or class change, and X number of days between death.
Well, in Pathfinder, we do have a potion for that. So you can actually get a potion that can change you to a different gender of your choice.
Huh.
And it also accounts for non-binary. So you can pretty much be whatever gender your species can support.
Sweet.
I'm sure both those tallies are currently at -2 or something.
Well, if you account for all my games, you've been in a few of them. You've seen what's happened to players.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Great Khan has pretty much told the people now is not the time to go to war.
Never
It's
is a good
also
time.
known as the Year of the Serpent for the Ethengarians. So beware of things because things are not always what they seem, including people who come and tell them stuff. So outsiders are distrusted the most this year.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's currently Friday the 13th, so if you're a superstitious person, this is the time to be it.
Well, it's the luckiest day of the year.
Yeah, and in December, which is kind of cool. So.
Well, if we had a 13th month, it would be even funnier. Because technically we have enough days to do a 13th month, but they didn't want to, so they spread it out through the other months.
Yeah.
And this is why we have leap years.
Well, we could have actually have had
I miss her.
13 months of 28 days and then have a single day holiday every leap year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we work out perfectly for that. But they didn't want to do that.
No.
No, because
13's bad, apparently.
why not make it difficult by having an extra day every 4 years? Because we can.
The thing is, we would have that anyway. It's the thing of why do we have months that are different numbers? We could have had all the months the same number
Yeah, true.
and one extra leap year day.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is a lot of the games do that. All the months will be of the same amount of days.
This one has it. This one, all the months are the same.
Same with Warhammer.
Because it makes that simple. I almost decided to go with just a screw of people putting 13 months and throw in a leap year day. Go, but no, it matches our calendar.
Yes. And the 13th month is the dark month.
Well, if I was to do it properly, they should be in multiples of 5 to fit with the theme. So either 10 or 15. And then everything would just sort of fit in nicely.
Right.
Though giving someone a 5th season would be interesting as well. What happens in the 5th season? We don't want to know.
Bad things. beings.
Nobody talks about it.
Because yes, I've put in a lot of races where the fifth race likes being underground or in darkness. So they have traits that suit that. So there are 5 core races of human, and then a lot of splinter off from that. So there's 22 races of human right now.
Wow. It's a lot.
But only about 10 of those are playable. Because all the others have been killed off. Evolution does that. Yes, you have...
But they might be in this place where the dinosaurs exist.
They might be.
True.
So
Oh,
where's
yeah,
The land
where is
that time
that?
forgot.
Is that
Okay.
north?
Yeah.
That is actually...
Oh no, it's on the
It's
inland.
south.
Well, if I grab
No,
the right
inland,
book-
he said.
Oh,
No, you said the inland area is bigger than
It's
this
actually
area.
to the east.
East.
Oh.
So away from Blanchery has that crazy pages.
Good.
So,
Kandu wants to go and see these big fantastical beasts.
so basically we found out what...
Everything's
well,
big and fantastical for me.
So we found out what was amassing on the border. Basically, the Khans told us not to disturb that.
Yeah.
And
No,
now we're
that's-
finding something else to do.
Yeah.
Well, that was the orcs migrating north.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. I hadn't caught up on the video. So I'm just getting the really quick and basic rundown. I'll watch it
Okay,
later.
so while I'm getting map up for you, we'll have people introduce themselves, starting with Stefan.
So I am playing Tigress, who is a
What?
hill dwarf. I have a decent sized beard, which is braided.
And apparently he's a good boy, which you heard in the background.
Yes, exactly. I have a set of drums, bagpipes, and I am a bard.
You can actually play music now.
I can actually play music, which is a good thing for a bard. There have been times where that has not been the case. And I am trying to find a new version of myself since things have changed recently.
Well, if you find a new version of yourself and he's standing in front of you, you might be a little worried.
So
Wouldn't surprise
you're
me.
looking for a religious awakening then?
Technically not untrue.
Because
Oh, come
if,
and see Kandu.
if someone doesn't actually follow a god, you don't actually get death saves.
Technically, wouldn't he be signed to follow my god?
I already have a god.
Oh, you already have a
I
god?
just try not to throw it around.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think the god that he's worshipping is one of you mentioned that he's going to be stuck in the fire.
She's called Marwadin.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so what's one thing that your character was really happy about when you didn't have to fight the trolls?
When I didn't have to fight the trolls, that I wasn't running away from fields of fire. I mean, that would be nice. And also not being a pancake is a plus.
Your beard not going on, catching on fire again.
Or both at the same time is a negative.
And there are no fields of rampaging rats either.
Yes, oh thank God for that. Bloody rats. Need to be destroyed from the world. This should be one of my goals. Eradicate all rats. I'll add that now.
And while you're writing that down, Ross.
I am Yodri Wildheart, swashbuckler, adventurer extraordinaire, and would-be aviator.
Making sure I've got the right thing up here for you guys.
That'd be amazing. I learned necromancy just so I can eradicate all rats in the world. I'm like, what the hell is this army for? To kill all rats? What?
Oh, that is so good. Zal supports that.
Yes, I know there's probably some people that probably be against that, like the were-rats.
Minor
Yeah.
details.
And the rat folk.
Yeah, Kandu's quite happy with that.
you have 2 out of the current 4.
Well, you said
members.
eradicate. You didn't have to mention anything else, and Camdu was on board.
Exactly.
Combine the rest of that sentence.
That's exactly right.
Thank you. So, what was your character most happy about with the end of the campaign against the trolls?
Well, it means that they're going to have a party, correct?
Also the trolls.
Feast! They're going to have a celebration of that.
Well, they didn't have to go to war.
Yeah.
So there's the happiness and the sadness of the occasion.
We
So
also
is
still have our
it
fields
is
intact,
it mourning or celebration?
A bit of both. Because you got all the warriors who wanted to fight, and you got all the people who didn't want to fight. So the people who didn't want to fight outnumbered the people who wanted to fight, but they rely on the people who wanted to fight to survive.
Yeah, fair enough.
So they appeased the people who wanted to fight, and let them have mock battles.
Yeah, so you got your... So basically you're going to have all your mock battles, getting drunk and things like that.
Okay, so then we're up to Camdu
Okay, I'm
and Sue.
Camdu, barbarian princess. Female, 16, 6 foot tall.
So she'd probably be about, because we're in the 4th game year, that would bring her up to about...
Oh, probably a bit taller.
a bit older.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
And also asking, when are you going to settle down?
Yeah, that's the question we've been asking the last 4 years.
I think
Forget it.
I think everyone who's been asked has been punched in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Forget it.
Isn't it more like, can I borrow your weapon? Why? Stab. Why'd you just stab me? Oh, you just asked a question. Can I borrow your other weapon? Why? Stab.
You asked another question.
What if that's not getting mind dirty? Okay.
So yeah, Camdu's a bit of a hothead. She just wants to get the job done, and even though she's a princess and she has a bodyguard, she usually does everything herself.
She's so used to it.
Yeah.
So your bodyguard has trouble tracking you down sometimes.
Yeah, but because she's a bit of a hothead, she just gets something in her head and she goes off to do
And now your bodyguard actually is a hothead.
it.
Yeah, may or may not be my fault.
Your previous
Kinda
character's
made him go
fault.
insane.
Okay, and what was Camdu's biggest issue with the wall stopping?
That it stopped.
Well, more like it didn't get started.
Yeah. She was all set to go, but she sort of got talked out of it. And yeah, she sort of had to think about what her uncle would say. And then she thought, yeah, no, that's probably not a good idea.
And then we have M.
I am Zal, the ranger cleric. The Rourke. Should write that down. It's funny.
Or was it Granger?
Cranger. Sounds like a terrible name. Very cranger.
May or may not have died and become a cleric instead of a ranger, but that's okay. Coming to terms with a very strange family tidings. Keep hearing rumors of things that aren't supposed to be, and still trying to convince my dad's skull to talk, but we're getting there.
What, he's sulky?
He kind of sulked for a little while, and now he's just back to saying my name over and over and over and over and over again.
It's a step up, I guess.
I guess, but actual communication would be nice. And now I think I'm the oldest member of the party, given that I aged 10 years before we had our 3-year break, so now, 27 or something?
How old are you?
We had a 3-year break, so I must be 20 then. Cool.
Yeah, 27.
Because that brings us into line for leveling every winter.
Yeah. I would have been
It took me a
25.
while to straighten out the timeline.
3 years, 27, so yeah. Anyway, coming to terms with learning to be a cleric. I'm not stuffing that. Thank you. And reading my uncle's book, which has been very enlightening.
Which you should have done from the
Which
start.
I should have done from the start, but I've now kind of learned that lesson.
Which I think we're both kind of reading now.
Fish, so if you wanted to use a spoon, you're welcome to. Otherwise, the spoon is also an option.
I'll use this.
Food stripping.
Thank you.
This way.
So we'll continue to follow leads on my family.
And you do notice that every now and then pages of the book that were empty get filled in.
Oh, awesome.
With what?
Yeah, good question. With what?
That was basically where you got the notes on something about the windmill actually came out of your book.
Oh, awesome. That came out of my book.
Is book a self-fulfilling book?
I guess so. Maybe that's why it's been in the family for a while. Anyway, I'm going to presume that my uncle got it off another family member. He wasn't supposed to get it off.
Oh, he killed he killed your grandfather.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And turned him into a zombie.
Yeah, that one.
And you guys killed the grandfather at some point. He was one of the ones you killed.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Sort of.
You killed your uncle?
And I killed my uncle. He was a bad uncle, so he kind of deserved it.
You still got his head, don't you?
No, that's with the calm.
Be every person there. Just think
No, that's back with the calm.
Yeah,
now.
we showed that we killed
We got praised for killing a necromancer. Anyway, but I didn't take the credit. Camden did because Camden. That and also
less questions asked.
Yeah, and also less questions asked. And why is the ranger bringing their uncle's head? Oh, it's okay. The princess could take that one for the team. Otherwise, just finding more about my family. Because I'm finally reading up on my book over 3 years we've had.
Yeah, and that's where you notice that it is strange because some things are gone, and some things are blank are filled out, and it changes.
Awesome.
Interesting.
And yeah, keeping Tidris abreast of all that as well, because we're kind of related somehow. We're still trying to work that one out.
Yeah, we're kind of trying to work for the book together, I think, now. Now that we realise it has a lot more meaning than we originally thought it did.
And since you started looking at it, more text in Dwarven kept appearing.
Oh, okay.
I think it's more that you're spiritually connected.
Well, yeah, and it explains why I also know Dwarven and read and write Dwarven mostly. Anyway.
Actually, most of us know Dwarven.
No, I don't know Dwarven.
No, the dwarves in the party knew Dwarven. I think was the only other one who had Dwarven at the time, and now your character.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but your character, your character, other character with Dwarven makes sense, whereas, like, I just took Dwarven because I was like, well, we have Dwarven party members, but now it makes a lot more sense for the character.
And Camdu could have picked up Dwarven in the time you had off if you wished.
Oh, okay, yep.
Because picking up party member languages is
Yeah,
a
would
lot
be
easier
good.
than others.
Okay,
Wait a
cool.
minute, you're telling us we actually managed to teach Camdu something?
Well, it's all that swearing and that you would be doing in Dwarven.
I'm shocked. I'm legitimately
Well,
shocked.
she now knows more Dwarven swear words than any other member of the party.
Yeah, that's what she paid attention to.
Yeah, of course.
I'm wondering who taught her that one.
Oh, I just pay attention to
No,
all
it
the
was
swear
also
words.
it was also you as well. Backchatting at
I'm
me.
too busy trying to
And
find out how my
Zal.
drums work.
And Zara.
And
Yeah,
there are
and then
still a
say all the
contingent
swear
of-
words.
There are a contingent of dwarves in the Great Khan's camp.
Yeah.
We're more than happy to teach the princess the swear words.
Probably, yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense.
Because it amuses them when she swears.
Yeah, that's the very doable.
Yeah, but everyone knows that it's swear words, presumably. It's like...
Not all of them.
No, it's not when she says it, because she's saying it politely. Norman normally yells it at you.
True.
So when she says that, it's a lot more chilling. Like, is she about to kill me? When someone yells abruptly at you, it's like, "Oh, you idiot!" It's like, "You idiot!" It's like, "Come closer." I'm not sure I should.
Who likes getting punched down?
Yeah, I found
Camden
that.
likes punching people
I
out.
found that swearing in a pleasant tone and wanting someone to come towards you freaks them out far more than swearing at them in a hostile tone and
Yes.
gesturing them to come towards you. They're more likely to come ready for a fight if you're aggressive, but if you're all nice and polite while still swearing at them, they start going with the...
Especially when the person towers over you too.
So, I'll bring it over and show our around the table. So, here, see this little gap between those two mountains?
Yeah.
That's where you are.
Ah, okay. That's.
And you're sharing that with the Haldanic people.
Wow. That's.
And see this big thing that here?
Yeah.
That's the Isle of Dawn.
Ah, okay.
You take your little section,
Where's
put
the
it in the middle of any people.
No, I see that. Oh, it's that one. Okay. Alright.
And that one.
Oh, there's.
And that one.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So that's the network road.
Yeah, that's
So,
pretty big.
just for your interest, that the gap between there is that green patch is the Haldanic and the Ethengar.
Yep.
The Isle of Dawn is that one. And over here is that big thing.
So where's my family?
Your family?
See it dead, is it?
Right down, probably, let's see, get it right, probably
Yep.
above 1 hour.
Cool.
Right on the coast. But the pirates are also in the islands there, so
Yeah.
you can be from either the edge or the islands, because they share both of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sue, what we have here is, see that gap between the two mountains there?
Yep.
The green there? That's the Ethengarian and the Haldanic area.
Aha, that's where we're from.
And that big thing there is the Isle of Dawn.
Oh, wow.
Because I said, is this probably like an Africa sort of thing?
Yeah.
And this thing here is the Empire of Alphatia. So they also own that island and a big chunk
So
of
how
this
come
section.
the Empire haven't taken over the Isle of Dawn?
Because they're contesting it with the Thadams. They each have half, just not the centre. The
Oh, okay, so they've got a...
And that's
This
why they're
is the
saying
Cold
adventurous
War.
welcome to Trailblaze.
if they sent in,
and that's Poland.
if they sent in their own troops to Trailblaze, they would be starting a war.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, do you want me to go through that again?
No, I was right.
So, yeah, so if we actually do go there, we will have a problem that none of us speak the language.
Oh, I've never had that problem. I mean, I've always had that problem before.
Yeah, the only way that we can actually speak their language...
No, it's
is
all
if we
right.
get
They all
drunk.
know the language of the fist. Or the sword, you know. Or the axe.
Yeah, but that's going to end up with fatalities.
That's the whole idea.
Andy was quite happy with that.
I'm sure she is.
We need to change from can do to can don't.
No.
And you do know that you probably only get a chance to do one of those things.
Yeah, because that'd be interesting. But looking for a new party member with a can-don't attitude.
It was more of a, you can either go to the Isle of Dawn and participate in the dinosaur hunt,
Yes.
or go and find out what Sal's family was doing
Oh.
in a windmill.
In a stingy
Well,
mill.
the other thing is, if we go to that Isle of Dawn, remember saying that creatures are bigger, which means that the rats are bigger.
Rats of unusual size, I'm sure they don't
Yeah.
exist.
Right. Because that'll certainly make me go there.
Yeah, I reckon there's probably rats that can use them as riding mounts.
Was there a knock at the door?
Yeah, that is a knock at the door.
Yeah, there's a shadow.
I shall go get there and check. Oh.
My brain's oh, right, found a pair of glasses out the front. Not us.
Did anyone drop them glasses?
Anyone that comes to visit was in the spot that they're very strong glasses.
We haven't heard of anyone who's, you know.
Well, I can see that there's strong community.
No?
No.
Might be somebody's reading glasses.
We would have heard from one of our players that
Yeah,
lost
okay.
Hillary
Yeah.
going down.
Okay.
But if someone mentions it, we'll know where to find it.
Over at my place.
Thank you
Thanks, Harry.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Um,
Don't be sorry.
I'm busy deathning myself
Yes,
so that
that's fine.
in old age
Yeah.
I can be more
Interesting
awareness.
interlude on the video. Technically, I should have paused it beforehand, but oh well.
Oh well.
Oh. Right, give me a chance to pick up one of the possible books you might be heading towards.
Oh.
So,
what do we want to do? Do we want to go and check out Zal's family thingy?
so
Or do we
let's
want to
see.
go and hunt dinosaurs? I know what Camden wants to do.
We all know it can.
Okay, so we got a choice, either becoming
Dinosaur food or zombies?
well,
Zombies be
Well,
more
it-
like to handle.
we either become undead or fertilizer.
I would personally prefer becoming undead.
Yeah, the second one still sounds
So
better.
you can see Zell's quite happy with being undead.
Kenju's not.
So-
Kenju
I
rather
won't
make
say that
other
some of my
things
family
dead.
members are sort of the
No.
non-breathing ones because
But
they can actually salvage stuff.
If there's my family at the windmill, that means there's going to be swarters there or in around that area, and zombies that you can smush.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy with that. That sounds like fun.
Instead of dinosaurs, which will probably still kill you.
No. I beat the dinosaurs.
I'm not ready.
Kenju is very confident about that.
I'm sure she is.
And one of them is in a short trip. The other one is a boat trip.
Oh yeah, no, we'll do the one.
Yeah, I just like to see you on a boat.
I think everyone would love to see Camden on it. Hilarious.
No, Kenju doesn't like boats.
Well, technically, she spent some of her time away on a boat.
Actually, yeah, my mum's a Viking.
So
It's in my
it's
veins.
actually in her family's blood.
Yeah.
No, it's everybody else that is going. With me bouncing around with the ropes.
Everyone else is like, yeah, she's on a boat. Oh wait, she's back.
And she's got a pet dinosaur.
Yep.
Yes.
And what did she bring back? The biggest one she could find. And then all these little ones that ate on the way back.
Yeah. Bring back the T-Rex.
I'm not having your T-Rex eat my axe beak, okay?
It'll eat what it wants to eat.
Uh-huh.
I just feel like the can't upgrade it from horses to dinosaurs.
Fighting raptors. Actually, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, we could all have raptors that would fight for us. And
Yeah,
then we could
and they
ride
get
them.
hungry and decide to eat us instead.
It's like, oh, you're sleeping. Don't worry, I'm just going to have a bite to eat. Oh, that's my leg. Well,
at
it
least
was.
a horse would just kick me. A raptor would probably eat me.
Well, your goat would have eaten you as well.
Well, no,
Goats
the
don't
goat.
eat
The
people.
goat needs him alive.
His
though.
goat.
Yeah,
No.
that goat needs him alive.
Yeah.
But he's
Or
no
needed him
longer. But
alive.
he's no longer him. He's now
Yeah.
someone else.
Oh, that's
Needed.
true.
Yes.
That's true. He's no longer.
Yeah, so
You have fulfilled your destiny.
No, I don't know about that. I'm just trying to work out what it is.
No, you did. You actually detonated the boundaries.
That wasn't a destiny per se. That was
slight
I think
mistake.
it
a
was.
slight. Yeah, I don't know what the term
So-
for a
In your time off,
destiny
you also
is.
realised that someone had subverted what your family was trying to do with the kilns and put in some other type of dwarves instead of the dwarves that were supposed to be there.
Oh, okay. So the dwarves we were talking to were lying. Interesting. So who were they? Do we find out that, or does it just?
No, they disappeared before you could actually track them down after you figured that out.
Right.
And no one seems to have known where they're gone. Just to make things easier for you.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's
so,
gone underground.
So random dwarves.
Well, it's not like I don't have plots within plots.
Yes.
Well, I have a whole page of dot points of plots happening in this game here.
Wow.
I think I read you about a tenth to a quarter of them.
So random dwarves were substituted for the ones that were supposed to be there at.
Probably it also explains why my character didn't recognise them.
Well, my character wouldn't have recognized.
No. The thing is, they were pretending to be of my clan.
Oh right.
Mind you, most of my clan are warriors.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
take fear and highly flammable spirits.
Just goes to show.
Yeah.
Please be hero.
Yeah.
So were they actually sabotaging what was doing, or did they kind of just like take over?
Yup.
You think that what they had, well, hard to tell because they might have been taking it in a different direction.
Yeah, right.
Well, the other thing
They
was
might have made it something that an undead can use instead of making it something to kill an undead.
Right.
That, or they could have been trying to make it into their stronghold. Because once they've done that, it means that they can actually stay there for even longer.
Quite possible. But there wasn't enough of them to do that.
Open that. It's just a little pillbox. Shouldn't be that hard. Oh, that's okay. I'll get them. Now I look like a drug addict.
That's okay, it's only on film, nothing to worry about here.
And there's
Yeah,
another
with
one
the
here.
pill pop exploding. Looks like Christmas! They're all brightly coloured.
So I'm in with the seat, make sure nothing else.
No, that was all. There weren't that many that fell.
Making sure, because we probably don't want the cat to eat those.
No.
Well, exactly, no.
I think I got them all.
Yeah, I can't see
Thanks,
anymore.
Sue.
Sorry.
So I should have warned you it was full because
Yeah, sorry.
the person who pops my pills for me just filled it up.
Ah,
So, can you actually tell me the difference between a bone golem and a skeleton?
I would probably have to do a roll for that, and that would probably be what, religion?
Well, it might be that there's no distinction for you, but give me a religion roll.
Where am I hiding? Oh, actually not too bad. What is my religion? 21.
21. I believe the base thing you'd know is that a bone golem is normally not undead. It's normally sort of a construct in most cases, unless you build it through necromancy, which you can do. So technically it can be either. Just because it's made out of bone doesn't mean it's undead.
So the distinction would be in the magic arcana that's used?
In their way it was made animated.
Yeah, right. And you can do like a it's not detect magic.
Detect magic will actually tell you the school of magic.
So basically, you have one that's what was it?
Normally transmutation is a construct, I would believe, because you're
And,
animating something.
what was it?
Necromantic.
Necromancy was it?
It was conjuration if
Entropy is for undead, isn't it?
entropy is the sphere of undead, yes.
So it would be either entropy or whatever it was. So it would be a different school of magic anyway. Yeah, right. That would be the only way to tell. I say knowingly. Just detect magic everything.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, do I still have detect magic?
You should have.
Well, you'd have far more spells available to you now than you had before.
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering, like, detect magic's normally a cantrip, isn't it? I don't think I actually have that as a option for cantrip. Which is hilarious, actually. What have I got?
Well, I got detect magic going with a... Just funny.
Is detect magic a cantrip?
No, it's a first level spell,
Oh, first level.
which can be done as a ritual.
No, I did not take detect magic. That's hilarious. I probably should have.
You're a priest. Don't normally you go. Hey God.
She has to learn the spells like a wizard. Because that way, with every expansion coming, you don't automatically get every spell. Because I've had players have used that many times.
Okay.
So all divine casters, all prepared casters, have to learn the spells like a wizard.
I don't get another cantrip. No, sorry, first level spell. I don't get another first
And it
level
does mean
spell
you can buy
until-
scrolls on that.
Ever, apparently.
Yeah, you're gonna. Congratulations, you are going to be forever broke.
Or she can also find another priest from trade.
Actually, maybe the reason why I didn't take Detect Magic is because I had it in my Ranger book,
Which burns to the touch.
Yeah, no, I didn't take it because I have it in my Hunter Ritual book, which I can also use because it's a nature spell and I'm not a nature man.
No.
No?
Oh, you can use. You have to make a nature check to use.
Yeah, that's fine.
You still have nature as a.
I do, actually.
Then it makes it easier for you.
+4.
So it would be a DC of 12 to do a first level spell.
You're right.
So you spend 10 minutes and roll.
Awesome.
And if you don't succeed, you have to spend another 10 minutes and try again.
Yay!
And everyone else is going, oh, this short rest is a little longer than we intended. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I'll get this in a minute. I'll get it in a minute.
Cleric is about to explode.
Especially considering you need to take an hour for a short rest, I believe is the correct time.
Yeah, something like that. But technically, I can use any of the spells I have in any of my books. So, like my Ranger one, my Uncle,
As long as you learn them. Because they can be in your book and not learned. So you've got the ones that you're getting from your class that are considered learned when you tick them off.
Yeah.
So when you add them to your book, technically in your downtime, that's the ones you learn. But you can learn the other ones, you just have to spend time doing so. We can say you'll spend the time off learning those spells.
Yeah. I probably would have done that in that 3 years, on top of learning how to be a cleric in Ethengar in terms. On top of other things.
Especially your guide is the one about preserving life.
Yeah.
The one who wants to smite the undead is the lawgiver, the sun god.
Yeah. Which we all have a friendly relationship with, apparently.
So, preserve life. So does that mean that she's on the goal of becoming immortal? Because therefore you're always going to be preserved.
Well, you could just get a pickle jar.
But that isn't that starting to go down to the side of undead because you're going to be.
Well, it can be taken in many ways. Is what I was referring to. Is you can justify it in as many ways as you like. Just that in the end, the god has its way of looking at things which normal people don't understand.
But I think at this point, like my character's probably spent the last 3 years learning as much as he can out of my family book, the other spell books we got from the Dwarven Keep.
So anything on the cleric list you can learn.
Yeah.
The other ones you would have to wait until you became a ranger again.
Yeah. So does that mean I don't think I have access to alarm then. So because I think that's a ranger specific.
You have to manually make them now.
You can still use rituals from other books if you learn them, from other traditions, but you can't memorize them. It's just that you're not guaranteed to have the skill to make it easier.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we're moving on,
So how far away is this windmill?
it is.
Oh wait a sec, you said it was in with the Nazis.
It is.
Yeah.
It is closer than the dinosaurs.
Ow.
No boat required.
Ow.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way I could pretend to be human.
You could stand on his shoulders and be a halfling and a dwarf in a trench coat.
And then it'll look like a kid on stilts.
Well, if you stood on your shoulders, it would look worse.
So this is actually backing Galandri proper.
The other end of the domain that you'd gone in before, so you have to go in deeper.
That ended so well last time. Actually, we didn't have a problem until you charged into a shop unattended.
Yes.
If we kind of stick to the shadows, we might be okay.
Nah.
Well, we made it into the city
The
without
thing is,
any
they
trouble.
don't even like their halflings are even worse.
Get stilts.
Painting as a goblin.
Yeah, right. Great, that'll make
Well, isn't that like even worse though?
Not to them.
Then
Oh,
you
really?
just
They're
say they're a
still
golden
short.
slave or something.
Yeah, but
Yeah, all those slave collars happen to be magical. With
Where one isn't magical.
Exploding runes.
yeah, I reckon they go. Oh, detect magic. Ooh, why isn't your collar magical?
It's not.
My master couldn't afford one.
There you go. Sounds great.
well, I'm pretty sure they give them out for free.
I don't know about that.
Well, you kind of signed a contract that you couldn't read. But you know what? That was still technically free. You didn't pay anything for that.
No, I didn't. I probably still owe someone somewhere.
No, that would be
It would be Chauvel would owe
it would be
someone.
Chauvel or
Oh, that's
Who signed for it?
That's right. She did.
And amusingly, Chauvel now has a lot easier access to that country because the fire aspect is welcome there.
Ah.
Interesting.
Wow. Even though he called out an equivalent of a nuke.
Yeah, but he's different.
He wasn't a fire one when he did that.
Mm.
So they've got a problem with water.
No, the country was founded by the fire genasi. Which is why the Ethengarians have a problem with the fire genasi. They've been at war for as long as the two countries have existed.
That's what happens when you get two different ideologies.
Fire and water don't mix too well.
No.
Oh, it becomes steam!
Yeah.
I would love to know the god of steam.
I'm sure he just hisses at you.
We know
Well, ask the gnomes.
it's gay. We know it's gay.
I mean,
That'd be weird, so you basically
we could
air,
try
earth,
and
air,
just
fire,
avoid
and
people.
water.
Or avoid big settlements.
Why?
When we're traveling with.
I love how you just
Let's see.
Well, because we had
Alright.
we had such a problem last time.
Well, last time
not even
my
name, just that.
that
Jeff
people
was a
were-
master of disguise. He actually had the tools for it.
We actually both have disguises. I have some as well.
What, you got a disguise kit?
Yes, I do. I've just never used it.
Well, maybe this is a good time.
If you used it then, we wouldn't have had it.
No, because I can't change my height. I'm still a dwarf. I'm still short. There's nothing in that country that is short and isn't a slave.
Stilts.
So it means you're a slave too.
Still
Oh.
don't fix the issue.
Oh, that's right. I was a scrawny dwarf, but I was a tall, scrawny dwarf.
You might
Now
get
you're
away
a
with it if you make
halfling.
yourself look like a gnome.
No, I was going to go make myself look like a kid and go, "Hi, Dad."
Yeah, well,
Very
you
funky kid.
you can get away with looking like a kid.
No,
You not so much.
I'm a Lightfoot. You're thinking of, was it Stouts? They're the ones who look like balls. Balls with hands going.
Yeah, Tidris is going to be another matter entirely.
Especially with a big beard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Maybe
right.
we should shave it
And-
off.
No,
Yeah, I
spent-
don't think I could pass
he's-
off as a kid, because I have to shave.
He spent 3 years regrowing that.
That's okay.
I didn't have one before, and then I grew it.
That's okay. We're going to shave it off again.
Well, no, you did have one. You just
You shaved
it
yours
just
first,
got-
and do I'll shave mine.
I have one. I don't have that problem.
I think the calm would appreciate you shaving your beard.
I don't have one.
This is the weirdest conversation ever.
So is this where someone points out to the dwarf, the hair on the back of the head is not the beard? So, but hairs on the head, that's a beard.
This is going the wrong way, obviously.
Maybe if you like unpart it so it looks less dwarven, you could just be like a really short human.
Just hair. Some peculiar condition where I've got hair everywhere, including the front.
It's actually a bear.
A bear.
Quick, make growling noises.
sort of bear you got there, babe.
What are we so?
If you don't like our bear,
Yeah, we'll just let Candu speak. I don't think we're gonna have much option. We don't have any access to collars. And yeah, we'll just set Candu on them. That's
We
a
could
great
always go
idea.
back to Estoniask and get some more.
Estonia.
The village of Estoniask, which is on the border where you have some cousins.
but how far away is it?
That's the
It's like
closest.
on the way.
That's right on the Glantry border.
So is it
So-
on the way? Oh, well, if it's on the way, we can stop and get some.
Yeah, we'll see if they're amenable still. I'm taking my sister's words to heart where she said, don't expect your friends, your family to stay, like, friendly. That was a big warning.
Is your family able to use that magic that changes the aura of something?
I'm not sure. That would be a question.
Wizards can.
I don't know, was it well, technically I'm sort of a magic user now, but
So if there are necromancers, a good chance they can change their aura.
yeah. Well, no,
It's
I
illusion
think Chris was more saying whoever is the ruler of that area has been trying to get my family under some sort of spell, and the warning was she may or may not lose the battle at any point in time, and that includes anyone in the family, good or bad.
That's because you're the chosen one.
Well, yeah, apparently, but like that's the thing.
So we can name her Pikachu then.
No, we just call
Pikachu,
it.
I choose you.
No, we just call him Neo.
Please don't.
And you must be Trinity.
He's gonna get the leather outfit.
Yeah.
I'm sure it makes you look slimmer.
That's the other disguise I have.
Shh, people weren't meant to know about that.
The fortunate thing is it does cover everything.
Yeah, but we're gonna go there with a grain of salt.
Actually, that's not a bad idea to bring taking salt with us.
Yeah, no, I kind of meant that literally.
Just one.
One
mind
grain of
One
salt.
little
Just
grain of
one.
salt.
Yeah, we get it. They go, where's my grain of salt in my bags?
Oh no, the horse just ate it.
No, more like the horse sniffed it up. Like, ooh, what's this?
Yeah, getting it a horse
They don't
path
sniff,
now.
that's
Give
what
me back
dogs
my
do.
grain of salt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Horses don't sniff. Dogs do. Horses lick.
Yeah.
So when did my hand go? Well, I had some salt on it.
Yeah.
And now it's wet.
Well, they
That'd
kind
be
of horses snort at least.
Not if that's only if something's bothering them.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be very bothered to know that they're going back to Galandry.
Okay,
And
so,
I've probably told them that.
so I'll need to get a mask.
I think what bothers me is we're discussing the different ways to inhale salt.
And you're correcting them?
No, I'm just awkwardly listening.
Anyway, I am actually going to cast Speak with Animals. Do I have to roll for
No, if you, as long as it's a horse you've been looking after for a week. Otherwise, yes.
Can it
Well,
translate
it's-
to our
it's-
XP?
that? Yeah, actually, that's a good question. Does that include my XP?
He's a horse.
But he's now technically part of the.
Yep, but he's still not a horse. That free ability works only on horses.
Alright.
Otherwise, that'd be far more useful.
I'm probably going to cast Speak with Animals so I can include my axe speak
Mhm.
because he was kind of not that happy last time in Galandri? I can't remember.
So it's
She was only a chick when.
have you got a leg? I haven't had a leg for a while. Have you got a leg? I haven't seen anyone pee, so I'm thinking of waiting and looking and pee. He's looking around at everyone.
No party members. We've talked about this.
They won't be afterwards.
No party members. We've talked about this.
Today, okay.
Yeah, I presume this conversation we have every couple of days.
Pretty much.
Well, he's a bird brain.
Yeah, I know. He's
And
been a
if
little
anyone
salty.
didn't, if anyone has forgotten, he has basically a habit of killing things while they're peeing.
Yeah, he's a toilet mugger.
Well, he did eat that unsuspecting orc 2 sessions ago.
Yeah.
Did he get a new one last week?
No, but he
No.
tried.
Okay. That's funny. Hey, guess what, guys? We're all going back to Galandri. I say very, very quickly, in a really upbeat voice, to hide the fact that...
Okay, the horses and the actually are all happy because you're happy.
Oh, great! Sweet. That went
Where
well.
are we going? Even all their horses are all happy. Where are we going? This sounds so exciting. We should get our friends to come.
Not everyone can come. This is a special adventure.
Okay.
I bet that guys don't travel.
They might. He did travel for a while.
Well, that includes your mule, because that probably doesn't come under the free action either.
The mule just looks at you and goes, hell no.
Oh wait, am I still have my mule?
Oh, so Speak with Animals actually works on undead.
He's not undead.
I'm pretty sure we've done detect magic and detect good from evil on all our
but
animals.
good from
Yeah.
evil doesn't really. It could be a good undead. Isn't it more of an intent?
I don't think so.
That would be pretty funny. The first time in 3 years, like.
Detect good and evil doesn't detect actual good or actual evil. It detects types. You have to detect undead. So if a creature is undead, it will detect it, but it doesn't actually detect morality. So morality has been taken out of detection spells now. Only creature types, which makes it so much easier to adjudicate. Is it undead? Yes. Tick. Is it evil?
Well, yeah, so I'm pretty sure the paladin, when we got all our animals back, did
That's
that.
right, he
and-
did. Yeah, I
And
remember.
because he was like, are you all undead? No. Great.
And then you would check on a constant basis for a while.
Yeah, he did.
Yes. Yes.
She did.
She
No,
did.
she did.
He, she.
And then you get your second aspect back.
No, that's good. I think my
Ray's
actually-
dead!
I think my actually, I still probably told him that one. Why'd you eat your brother?
You made him?
Because the goat told him to.
All that. He probably won't admit that though. Actually, no, he probably would. He'd probably gloat about that. I got dared to. Anyway.
So yes, they're all happy to except for the mule.
Yeah, well, you know what, buddy? You don't have much of a choice in that.
He just looked at you and plants his feet.
On his feet?
No, on his. So you've seen her talking to your mule, and your mule just walks over you and goes clonk clonk on your feet, and
He
just
just goes.
puts its weight on it.
I'll just swear in your like, oh, you're right, bastard.
I think that's a no.
And then I'll yell something about like, I literally washed you yesterday or something. Bit confused as to what the hell just happened.
Your mule's not happy about traveling to Galandri.
Is this gonna happen every time you mention Galandri to my mule?
Probably.
Because this is gonna be a long trip.
Yeah.
You only have 2 feet.
Hey, you could have stomped them rather than just stepping on them.
You want me to stomp his feet?
No. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
No.
Mule turns to you and goes, stomp his feet?
No.
And you see this little twinkle in its eye.
Of course. Hey,
Right.
I'll tell him to stop brushing you for a week.
That's okay, I can fall over and play dead at any time. I've seen what that looks like. It had feathers. I just said it was a nice mule. This is what it's been doing to Stefan's character
It's
the
probably
entire
not very
time.
nice, yeah.
No, he's a
Maybe
dick.
X-Beak should
Well,
eat him.
actually, well, the problem is if the donkey does fall over and play dead, the X-Beak's going to go, ooh, legs!
Yeah, I kind of look at my axe beak and then look at the mule and go like, "You really want to try that one?"
This could escalate very quickly.
This could end very badly.
Okay, and you look back, the X-Beak has disappeared amongst the grasses.
Of course he has.
You think he's stalking?
It looks like we'll probably have to vacate these areas soon.
Yes.
So, anyone want to pee?
I'm good, thanks.
He's also slightly stuck at the moment.
Yeah.
He's got his feet under the hooves of the
Yeah.
mule.
I'm
His
still
mule.
trying to get my damn mule to move. While relentlessly trying to brush him.
He moves after you brush him a little bit.
Good, God, it works.
And you turn around and there's an X-Beak just sort of about to do something as the mule moves out of its way. He just sort of looked at you with that eye-to-eye sort of thing, and then go back into the grasses.
Did your axe speak need brushing?
No, he's just hungry.
So why is he staring at me and my mule?
No reason.
Just keep him out of
Are you good at lying?
Probably not.
So, give me a deception roll.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no.
So, what's your insight?
My insight
Like
is +3.
So, did you get at least 13?
No.
So, you could choose to contest it if you wish, which means you could roll lower, or because you weren't expecting her to be lying, you could just give her the basically flat roll.
I guess I wouldn't expect them to be lying. So
I'm not technically lying. I'm just not telling you the whole truth.
Yeah, so you realise she's not telling you. Oh, he's not telling you the whole truth.
Yes, your donkey has been putting on a bit more
I
weight.
wanted to say, look, I don't know what's going on with like you and Axbeak and whatever's going on here, but I'd like to have the donkey alive. Mule, donkey.
No, you all just wanted to play dead, and my axe beak took that as an invitation.
Remember,
I don't quite understand how that relates, but I'm just gonna leave it.
remember
That's
X-Beaks
the basic
opportunists and
story.
scavengers.
I'm gonna just go back to cleaning my.
I don't need
Do
to
they-
back
do
your
they
X-Beaks
have-
beside you again.
Do they understand each other when I have speak with animals, or do they just understand each other generally?
You don't know, they never asked.
Interesting.
And your X-Beaks right beside you saying, ready for next time.
Yeah, right.
You can help it play dead anytime you want.
It understood.
Hey.
Good boy.
He likes playing dead.
It'd be scary. Your X-Beak is also a necromancer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Though in its way of saying, it's more like it wants to play with dead. So every time someone says play dead, it gets to play with dead.
Yeah. No,
Because it doesn't actually, you get the intent behind it, not the actual words.
Yeah.
So you translate in your head play dead, and it goes, it wants to play with something that's dead.
I need to remember to talk to you about a stat block farm for the next session. Anyway. Yeah, I
There should be
get
one
the
in the
intent
back of the
behind it.
player's handbook.
Huh?
I think there's an X-Beak in the back of the player's handbook.
Okay, I'll have a look. And then maybe talk about other things.
Yes. And it's a class assassin.
Well, it seems to be pretty good at sneaking up on things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then if it does its nasty little attack.
Well, it's not his feet. I'm presuming it just like knocks things out with its huge beak. Hence why they're called axe beaks.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's got this huge
That's
axe-shaped
actually-
beak.
That's the axe beak out of the book, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what, and it's incomparable size to a player.
Awesome.
Wow, it's huge.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. You could use it as a riding mount.
I know, and I probably would have started to teach it to. Well, I made a saddle for it.
It's more than happy for you to ride it. It gets Millswald friendly. There's always a leg to nibble on.
Yeah, I think I gave up. I think I probably taught it to take me on like as a rider, but because I also get to scout because it's good at that. I just let him go because he's quicker without a mount.
When he gets to scout, he gets to attack something.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think I kind of like placed him by that. Just be like, yeah, cool, just go, kill whatever you want on the way.
Okay, so he disappears again.
Of course it does.
Okay, so
You can see why they don't like you.
Everyone else is excited, except for the mule.
And us.
Well, yeah, would you rather go on a boat or would you rather...
Yeah,
Boat,
and go on with dinosaurs.
boat, but not dinosaurs. So,
well, you have heard that there's also been a lot of tension between the two great empires.
that's been always going.
Yes, but where the dinosaurs are is right in the center of that tension.
So we could potentially spark a war by going because we'd have a princess.
No, because she's
Anywhere
not
we
a
go,
fighter.
you got a chance of sparking a war.
Well, she's pretty good at sparking wars. She just didn't get to participate in the last one.
Yeah,
Or an undead uprising.
No, that's the dwarf.
that's the dwarf that did that, not me. Wasn't can do.
No,
I'm sure Camden can try for the undead uprising if she wants.
we kind of played with that a little bit, but anyway, that's fine. It's a slight blame right there, but that's okay.
Okay, so about while you're still discussing things, the axe beak comes back with something in its mouth that drops at Tidris's feet and then moves off.
Okay, what is this thing?
A dead rat.
She's killed it for you. Awesome. You said you hated rats. You wanted them all dead.
Must be a big one if it's able to. Hey!
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
I am standing back, taking a running kick, and kicking it as far as it goes.
Okay. Give me a strength
You
check.
shouldn't have done that. I can now see the axe go.
Yeah, it's now gonna start playing fetch with you.
Rolling
Yes.
strength, that's 8.
So,
Okay, you kick it a short distance, it goes, picks it up and drops it at your feet again and it sits back expectantly.
Congratulations, you've now started to play fetch with my axe beak. This
Yeah.
will last hours.
you're
He
playing,
is playing fetch with. I do not want it returned.
so he's going to kick it again. Yeah,
That's
so,
the only way you'll get people to play fetch with it.
I'm then gonna leave it on the ground and move away from it.
He picks it up and drops it at your feet.
Remember, it was told to play with dead.
I will do this a couple more times. Notice this is a thing. And then try and come up with some idea to make this work.
Throw it in the fire.
Yes, because we want an axe beak running around with a flaming rat. No, thank you, sir.
Well, eat it then.
So that idea probably will make him throw up.
Probably, yes.
And give him plenty of opportunity for more to be delivered because he wants to eat it.
So you've got a choice: ratatouille.
I'll give
Apparently the XP has been paying attention to you over all this time.
I've noticed.
Is your watch okay?
Oh yeah, I'm just
Playing with the band.
no, just cleaning the sensor. I wasn't reading properly.
Yes, saying that you weren't alive.
Oh no, it's just the heart rate is not reading.
So she has necromancy to herself. You're not happy. Oh, that's
Oh,
very
that's better. Oh wait.
So, how do you creatively deal with your rat solution?
I'm trying to work it out.
Throw it towards its face. It may or may not chomp down too hard.
What? You want me to throw it at your axe beak?
Yeah. Like as in like, you know, throw it like up like you're trying to feed it. Because you...
So, strength check.
That would be.
Because you're not proficient with this.
16.
16. Okay, you throw it at the axe beak. It hits it in its face while it was waiting for you to toss it somewhere. It looks down at the rat, looks at you, looks down at the rat, looks at you, tilts its head slightly. Its eyes narrow.
Uh-oh.
Challenge accepted.
It picks up the rat and flings it at you.
Right.
Rolling
So
acrobatics, I
it-
guess.
And hits your mule instead. In the face.
In the face.
Why does this sound like a Monty Python instead of using fish from using a
Because
rat?
it's beer that has the world's greatest taste of fish.
And apparently it's stuck.
On the mule.
Yeah.
Where?
His face. He's complaining.
How am I gonna brush that off? Okay.
I go over, I pick it up, and I take it back to my axe beak.
Okay,
So,
you really got it caked on there.
Alright, I brush it off for you, because I made that happen, so
Nope, I help.
With that, so does your mule.
Fair enough.
What?
Can't blame him.
Is the mule now going to play dead?
Yes, it hurls and plays dead. In that order. In its own hurl.
Yeah, well, that's a small
Thank you for the
defense
ideas.
mechanism. It just probably plays dead.
Please add more fuel to my fire. It wasn't hot enough.
So yes, your XP is now pretending nothing's been wrong. He's quite happy.
I'm sure he is. You can probably just hear his little, like,
He's making happy noises.
scoffy laughter in the background.
He probably trills.
Oh, probably.
And also does a little screech as well with his claws. Sharpening them for later.
Yeah, with his chalkboard.
Oh, when you leave it laying around.
Well, look, conveniently a rock.
Just waiting.
Even just the thought of it makes people
Yeah.
shiver.
It did.
And he just waits until people close their eyes. And then moves away.
It's his good night present every day. We're used to it by now. It's fine.
You're perfectly used to it.
Yes, hours sleep every night. 2 hours of chalk, 6 hours of sleep. So we haven't had a long rest in 3 years.
Speak for yourself. Campbell goes to sleep and doesn't hear anything.
Well, you've got that big tent with the thick walls.
Exactly, you know, over there away from everyone else. Nice and private.
And a few blood splatters on the outside every now and then in the morning.
Yeah,
And a happy XP.
yep.
Anyway,
Okay, so you start heading to Gallantry,
I guess.
or do you start heading towards the boats?
Nah, we'll head to...
Well,
I made them both appealing.
Oh, plus side, we won't get attacked by a kraken.
well, no, actually, dinosaurs.
You do have one up there.
I know.
Dinosaurs does not sound appealing at all.
Oh, it does to me.
Yeah, the can do it does. Everyone else is just like, oh shit, dinosaurs.
You're no longer a ranger and can take one as an animal companion.
You already got an axe beak.
We can barely tame your axe beak, yet alone a dinosaur.
I know.
You'll have to become dual class.
Fantastic.
Except you can't take ranger.
Yeah, I'm actually bad.
What, you're banned from being ranger?
Yeah.
Can we turn her into a chipmunk?
No.
What you suggesting, druid?
I
Hey,
am.
yeah, you become a druid. Then you can constantly cast befriend animal on it all the time.
Well,
Well, it's always been friendly to you.
oh yeah, no, because I'm technically mummy.
They don't eat their own, do they?
No, they do.
It ate his brother.
Yeah, that's why that's why we don't have 2 axe beats in the party anymore.
Because he ate the brother.
Because he ate the brother. Yeah. This is why he likes to try his patience with me.
Survival of the shittest.
Actually, I think that's the one that died.
Yeah, the friendlier one died.
The one that was happy to wait for other people and, you know, get pets and, you know, befriend people.
Yeah. He's too kind.
Yeah.
This one's just a little shit who likes to try people's patience and stalk the whole party at every opportunity.
Hey, no one ever played with your stuff in the camps.
I haven't had a pee in a week.
No one will go with me. Yes, we will. That doesn't count.
Potty buddy! Potty buddy!
It's 3 a.m. I don't care.
So this is where I'm just gonna get some slaves. Why do you want slaves? So I have someone to pee with me. They're completely free of anything else. They just have to pee with me.
Well, technically, we own goblin slaves still. Actually, are they still alive after 3 years?
Well, no.
No.
But alive is the very term here.
Can I still sense them?
Someone's doing a Jurassic Park. No, you can't sense them.
Ooh, crap.
But you still got a contract.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty.
That's a sort of good thing, sort of. Because we expected if they actually died or something like that, you'd die with them. Because somebody didn't read the fight print.
Well, no, we can speak and understand Goblin now, but can't read it.
Well, you can.
I can read the Goblin?
No, you can speak and understand.
As part of the contract, yeah. But I can't
Read
read
it.
it. Which is why I can't read the fine print, because the whole thing is in Goblin. Actually, we should have got the Goblins to translate it when we were near them anyway.
Yeah. I was too busy keeping
No, it was too busy just even trying to speak to a kobold. Trying to speak to a goblin and you end up getting poo thrown at you.
Oh, we managed to get through the sleeping army of goblins on the plains, alright.
Oh, you mean those ones? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was
Though
thinking
to
of
be
the-
honest, if I presented them with a bloody contract for goblin kind slavery, they probably might not have let us pass. It's quite so friendly. Anyway.
It depends on if they don't like cave goblins.
Depends on the clauses in the contract.
Well, yeah, but that's the problem. We don't know what that is because we can't read goblin.
Hey, there's some goblins around here. You can go and ask them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So, Titanic or through the fire and flames?
From my understanding, there's no icebergs in that area.
So through the fire and the flames it is.
Or like, okay, hands up who can swim.
I don't have a swim speed, so but does that mean I can swim?
You got a sink speed.
I'm sure we can all swim to some degree. It would just be like athletics check, wouldn't it?
I believe.
We'll do something like that.
Yeah, and also having a fire genasi surrounded by water. That'll be also interesting.
Alright.
Oh yeah, like the fire genasi tried to swim up just after he turned into a fire genasi. That almost went really well. We're like, no. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we're heading towards the land of.
Yes, and he's our master.
Well, not master, but I am actually genuinely curious to what my supposed family is doing around an abandoned windmill in the middle of Glandry.
Okay. So, as
Probably
you...
another faction of your family that's raising another undead army to combat the other undead army.
I honestly would not be surprised, but I just genuinely want to know if this is the good side of the family that's doing weird stuff around the abandoned windmill, or whether we need to kill these people. Anyway.
Okay, so you head out. It takes you 3 weeks on horseback. How many horses do you take with you?
I don't have a horse.
How many animals do you take with you?
Well, I'm taking my superb horse.
I think from memory, horses aren't common in Galandry,
So I heard of horses would stand out.
yeah, so like take like one each, and
Yeah.
my axe beak is actually like a good thing to have because that makes us not stand out.
You can always stick the halfling on it.
Yeah, if he's okay with that.
Might eat him.
Well, he's more than okay for you to stick a snack on him.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I know.
So his term for the halfling has always been snack.
Snack.
He's never gotten his name right. He always uses snack.
Yeah, whether the halfling is comfortable being on probably the fastest moving creature in the party.
Well, hey, the nickname for the dwarf is Snick.
I thought it was Snickers, but that's fine.
That's
You've got your mule anyway.
So he's got Snick and Snack.
Snick and snack. Yeah.
He finds it hilarious.
I'm sure he does. I find it probably less so hilarious. I probably constantly tell him off for that. No,
That's
it's
why
my
he keeps
snack.
using it. Of course, he hasn't bitten any of them badly.
No, he's never bitten me, even though I have fed him.
What did you feed him?
Well, when you passed out from all the boozing in it, there's leftover
My
stuff.
character doesn't drink. Just saying.
You don't drink, and we're in a. Okay.
Yeah, remember my character was the black sheep of the family that didn't do what everyone
Yeah,
else
but
did.
it means that you refuse having any drinks whatsoever.
Generally, the character does.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mainly because she hasn't reacted well to drinking in her character.
Yeah, right up.
That's why she's not been drinking.
Doesn't
Okay,
go
now and
well.
then I've snuck him some snacks, so he
Great.
doesn't.
Well, he's more than happy to come over for you for snacks whenever she's asleep. Which means that whenever she's asleep, he comes over to you for snacks.
Oh, is that why he calls you Snack?
Yep.
Aha.
But you think it's because he thinks of you as a snack,
Yeah.
but
It's actually.
you've
I
never gotten
regularly
the fact that he feeds him snacks. Because he always waits till you're asleep.
You don't know that yet.
Fat.
Yes, probably.
And then he goes runs around like a maniac for a while.
Yeah, too much sugar.
Yeah. Oh, that's where you're getting all your energy. Ah, right.
And Snick is the one who just likes to torment.
Just this theme, though, that if we managed to give a whole bunch of enemy scouts dialectics, he would be the best ambusher for these scouts every time they could appear.
Yeah.
Because we just get rid of them.
If it's in the grasslands, yeah.
Yeah.
No one ever sees him or hears him.
Yep.
That's terrible. Fascinating.
It's like, this grass is deadly. Well, don't try to whack with it.
There's probably rumors going around the other tribes of the steppes of this like wild bird that's owned by this crazy person
Oh,
that just like eats people.
they know whose it is.
It's Ghost in the Darkness.
So basically, you'll be getting a lot of popularity since word got out of what your X-Beak does.
That's crazy.
People want to see it, don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
Problem is, very few people actually get to see it.
It's so quick and quiet.
That'll go well. Scouts, give me a hand. Actually throws.
Oh,
Scouts.
that's probably the other thing is that he can't surprise me because I'm alert.
You're alert.
Yeah,
Oh.
He's a feat.
I can't be surprised while I'm conscious. So the only time I'd be surprised is if I'm unconscious, which would be surprising.
So it comes up, beats you to unconsciousness, and then surprises you.
Yeah. And that's the surprise.
Surprise!
So you just now told it how to beat you. You're probably going, if he wants me to do that, I can.
Just feed him more snacks, he'll be fine.
Good thing you stole lots of snacks.
Yeah, I was thinking, where's he going to get all the snacks?
Dwarf. That's why you don't have any snacks.
It's like, I thought I packed rations. Oh,
Either that or
guess I'll have to eat rat.
Oh, the XP will get you some.
Apparently.
some rat jerky.
So every night on the 3-week trip, a dead rat is actually when you wake up.
Probably trying to kick it. I'm getting some air on these rat kicks now.
And I keep bringing him back.
Yeah, I keep getting that wrong.
You do realize you've made a thing about playing fetch with my axe beak now, right?
That's not the worst part. The worst part is it's a rat.
And it knows that.
Yes, and I'm most likely regurgitating every night.
Oh, well, then you'll be losing some weight.
I'll go from a dwarf to a halfling.
Oh, we'll have two then.
He looks a little light to be a dwarf. He can't be a dwarf.
Oh, the axe beak.
He looks a little sick and thin.
I am a bard, so I will write a thing called the axe beak diet. And this one works because you don't want it to.
Well, it might be as interesting as that book the halfling ended up with. A romance novel.
Why does the halfling have a romance novel?
Because
Oh, dear.
Usually it's a story about a water genasi and a elemental,
Interesting.
which also happens to be Stefan's other character.
And last game made the accidental sequel.
Fantastic. That's great.
Because he found out who the author is. It's the party scribe, which is an NPC that's been following around since day dot.
We have a scribe. That's awesome.
You don't want to scribe. You're always happy about it because of the stuff he gave you. You don't want to scribe.
no, but aren't bards supposed to take down?
Oh, he's not a bard.
No. He is.
He can do it from memory.
Yeah. So aren't
You
you
can get it
supposed to
wrong.
like?
Yeah, I express it through my music. You
Yes.
write everything down. Who wants to do that?
But it means that you would be expressing it in a song while this person expresses it in.
I'm happy to express it through song at 3 a.m. next to your bedside with bare bagpipes if you really want.
I don't mind. It's just that everybody else will.
And they can do won't hear it.
And then next night, someone stuffs some food in the bagpipe and it disappears.
The food disappears, yeah.
No, the bagpipes disappear as well.
Oh.
I'm surprised the axe beak hasn't tried to destroy those yet either.
No, it likes the sound.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. It encourages him to do it.
Oh god. Right.
You find you're actually trying to play the bagpipes somewhere.
Every time he plays the bagpipes, it dances around.
It's not the worst part. He's found somebody else's arm to try and play with it. And the bagpipes. What are you doing?
These bagpipes. Do they come from her family as well?
No, they're mine.
But okay, are these?
I bought them in these 3 years.
Okay.
Well, technically
because-
half made and half bought some parts.
Yeah, okay. Bagpipes. What could be made out of bagpipes?
Okay, so it has been a grueling 3 weeks for our dwarf.
Well, that's nothing unusual.
You calling me a hard ass week?
Well, you do
Well,
have
you
another
are
son.
riding on that metal saddle,
Exactly.
so your ass should be hard.
I think we're well past making fun of you for that. At this point, it's probably a solid admiration that you stuck with it.
Yeah.
Well, now it's perfectly shaped. It's not going to move.
That's
Exactly.
the problem. I can't use other saddles now. Trust me, it's not a strength thing. It's a misshapen arse.
So two together and click, it's not falling out. Like Lego blocks.
Oh dear.
You don't need stirrups.
No, I totally don't. It's a talent I didn't want, but I have.
Stuck to mule.
I don't know. I think my ass muscles have better strength than my normal muscles.
Dex check for your ass cheeks.
Okay. 17, so...
Definitely.
Yeah, nice. Worth it.
So after 3 weeks, you know when you've reached the edge of the steps when the grass starts to drop down to below horse height.
I thought it was also when it starts to die off.
Well, there are patches here and there that are burnt and singed and darkened and all that sort of thing.
It probably means rat adventures is going to stop for a little while at least.
I'm pretty sure your actually would find a way to find something.
Well, when you look to the side, the Axbeak's been carrying one of the rats he's been playing with. He goes and hides it every night, and then brings it out just in time for morning.
Just waiting for you to animate it.
Yeah.
So could kill it again.
We don't need a cockerel in this group. It's just every morning. Oh yeah, okay.
It's morning.
It's morning.
So they
You can be just I like that sound of that alarm.
yeah. It's a really nice natural
So where are
sounding
the rat
alarm.
folk?
The rat folk are in the Etrugan lands.
So how far away is that?
That is quite far to the south. It's on the coast.
I feel like these are questions you should not be asking.
Hey, they make great swashbucklers.
I feel like my Axbeak probably just looked at you and was like, rat people? Ooh.
Yum.
Ooh, no, the
Playtime.
oh, interesting.
I feel like the day you plonk a dead rat person on my doorstep is the day I don't wake everyone up because I fainted.
Okay, so yes, and you can see the town of Estoniask just across the border. You have to cross the river first.
How do we cross it?
Didn't we cross like a bridge last time?
No,
We waded across.
You waded across. You have to wade across.
Oh, okay. I guess we have to do it again.
Is it just deep enough that like the horses can walk through it?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah, just wait.
The mule does go underwater. He is smaller. But he doesn't mind, he just plows on ahead.
Yeah, it's because the dwarf goes underwater as well.
Oh, at least he's having his monthly
Oh,
bath.
I know, he gets up to here,
Yeah, but then his beard floats up.
and everyone else is like, just knees.
Yeah, the
Monthly
Axbeaks
bath.
are
This is
huge.
probably the first bath he's had in 3 years. Because I think the last time was when we went through that waterway with the dragon. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
And then the Axbeak just loves splashing everyone with the water.
Of course.
Okay, that's mean I'm holding on for life.
Kanju will get down off her horse because she's still towers above, and she'll have a splashing game with the Axbeak.
Yep, he's quite happy to do that. And apparently toss the halfling at you.
I catch the halfling and put the halfling back on his horse.
Horse.
Who was riding the Axbeak?
Oh, he was
yeah.
riding the Axbeak. I'll put
Yeah,
you
the
back
horse
on
back.
I'll put you back on the Axbeak then. On its back.
You're quite high.
It's really high. Look at how big it is.
360 kickflip.
Hey, I bloody go up to bloody crow's nest, so yeah.
You have a crow's nest on the Axbeak?
Well, technically, stands on its head, it would be.
I guess that can be arranged.
Yeah, unfortunately the Axbeak doesn't stand still, because that's a great way to look
But
around
neither-
and go.
Well, every time you try to stand on its head, it turns around and looks at you.
Yeah, with its mouth open.
You probably could stand up on the stirrups, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So yes, eventually you get across with the Axbeak.
Eventually.
You're completely soaked.
Oh, on the plus side,
It made sure of it.
water doesn't really worry me.
I know. It loves the
So
water.
it does.
Basically, this is the biggest bit of water I've seen for a while.
Okay, and
At least it's not green. It's, I can see.
and you all pop out the other side.
Yep.
I probably want everyone to be like cautiously suspicious of everyone here, just in case.
So
Case
basically
what?
now we should be walking on foot
Yep.
because we're slaves.
With no collars.
No, I got my collar up. And put mask on.
As I said, you could pass for a kid. That's
No, I can't because I've only got a moustache and no
Oh,
chops.
right.
He really went for the swashbuckler look. Don't worry, a little bit of wax can fix that.
Well, you're still riding an axe beak. That's got to be some kudos, right?
I have to. If I want to be the part, I can't be riding the XP.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so then he follows right behind you, trying to get into your back. Constantly. Bink, bink, bink. Not actually doing anything harmful, just bumping into you.
Yeah.
It hurts, but it doesn't cause any damage. Okay, so you reach town. You notice that in the 3 years since you've been here, it used to be you could ride out right into the streets. Now they put a wall around it.
Awesome.
The wall is made out of what appears to be solid stone that is about 30 feet high.
Is there any cliffs on said rock that we recognize?
There are. You do recognize the glyph for Earth.
So they're cheap.
Or they cheated, or they're protecting themselves from said evil dude in the main city.
Or from the steps. Because these are technically Galantrians.
Yeah, I never thought knew.
So this is basically one of the few trading posts between the two. Which means occasionally it's raided by either side.
Right. Awesome.
So there is a what appears to be an entryway, but it's an arch with solid stone there.
I'm guessing there's supposed to be like a watchtower or something behind it, or...
Okay, give me a perception roll.
That wasn't that great, but... where's my perception? Perception. 12. Not the greatest roll, but anyway.
Okay, yes. His stealth roll of 6 was quite easy to pass.
Oh.
So you see what appears to be a very bronze sort of skinned human staring down at you. He resembles a lot like Chauvel.
Ooh, interesting. So he's a fire Nazi.
He says, "Yo, Necromancer, what you doing here?"
I'm here to see family.
Is that family you raised or raised? With different emphasis.
Roll
Raised? Question mark?
You're a necromancer.
Yeah, let's go with that for now.
They raised him.
Yeah, they raised me. Other raised.
He looks confused.
I'm sure he does. Is this my accent or what?
Well, probably you sound like the people from the steps. You must have spent too long there.
Yeah, we've been incognito for a little while.
I'll
Okay.
step up.
Well, we better let you in then. You see that the stone just seems to melt away.
Oh, wow.
It's
Absolutely.
about 10 feet thick.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the walls themselves are about 15 feet thick.
Wow.
You've certainly armored the place up since I was here last.
Had problems with giants?
Well, we did have some come through recently.
How'd that go?
Well, they're not here anymore, so we're happy.
Any losses?
Yes.
Who?
We didn't know who.
No, losses on your side, not their side.
Well, we had a couple who's here, but they didn't get lost.
Were they raised? Question mark.
Well, anyone who dies gets raised.
Yeah. So basically, the
That just means you've enacted the next clause of the contract.
Yeah, right.
well, so the security now have a couple of undead giants.
This is the most peculiar conversation you'd ever have. Timmy, the old janitor used to have, is the best undead warrior I've ever had. Wait, what?
He's a master with the stuff.
Well, he cleans up all the time.
He kills and he cleans up after himself. Why could you want more?
He keeps bringing back more bodies to animate. Just waste not, want not. So, as you come in, the town is about 5 times as large as when you were here last.
Wow.
All the buildings are made out of stone without any signs of workmanship.
So who's been making all the buildings?
Oh, guys, the Transmuters Guild.
Awesome.
Well, they've been tasked with defending the borders. So all the border places are getting a place for citizens to safely come and rest between doing their daily chores.
Does there happen to be a female sorcerer with them
I'm sure there's always female sorcerers amongst them.
that looks like me?
Who looks at you?
Oh, that's one ugly woman.
Yeah.
Says, well, I think I remember one with a mustache, beard, crazy look in the eyes.
Hey!
Wow.
Oh,
Guess who?
sorry.
But
Well, no, I'm thinking my sister.
Oh, your sister, dear.
Because if anyone is going to be tasked with defending the border, it's going to be one of the high-ranking sorcerers, and she was one of the court. So
we're not defending the borders. That's the fort a couple of about a day away up the river.
all right.
We're just the trading post. It's called Fort Technovisk.
Is that new in the trees?
Technovisk. You passed it earlier when you came in.
Oh, we did.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, but we were in a hurry last time.
Yeah, right.
You bypassed it. I said, well, the wolves have also been at our walls every now and then. It's really annoying. They seem to be able to burrow through stone.
Wolves.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's a trick your axe could be should learn.
He probably starts like pouring at it around.
She starts clicking on the wall. It sort of sounds like Morse code, but you can't be sure because he doesn't know Morse code and you don't know Morse code.
He would make the best Kool-Aid man.
The wall seems rather solid. He's not even leaving a mark.
Given the layout changes of the town, has the inn moved, or is it still?
Give me a make it a int check.
Just an int check?
Yep. See how well your memory goes.
Yeah, I might actually want to re-roll that. It was 9. And I've only got a +2.
That's already
Right.
No,
calculated.
very well.
I'm going to re-roll that.
If you want to use the reroll, you could always wait to see if you're a success before you take it. That's what I've been offering for the rerolls.
Oh, right.
The free rerolls basically are a bonus that you can take after you've failed.
Yeah, right.
Which means it gives you a chance of going, no, I think I used the reroll in the again.
Okay.
Well, straight int is just 11, so it's probably not hard enough.
you do figure out where it was. Most of the place hasn't changed that much.
Oh, okay.
And
Is
it
it
was-
just sort of like spread out? Right?
It's basically spread it out more and given it room for fighting if they need to. And you see off in the distance that there are two zombie giants pulling things around.
Awesome.
So they're pulling carts.
Awesome. We'll stay away from this.
Okay, so and yes, you do see what the inn where you come last time. It's now a 3-story stone structure with turrets.
Wow.
A sort of multicolored glowing mural across the front. Basically, animation of horses chasing each other, going across the front of the place.
Well, that's a good sign, I guess.
Right. We don't serve your kind here. See you as soon as we want.
Well, one thing you have heard and seen is Galantrians are abundant users of magic.
Yeah.
If you are a citizen who can vote, you're a wizard.
Yeah.
Or you pass the wizard exam somehow.
Wow.
You have to pass a wizard test to become a noble or a citizen.
You're right. So somebody here's been busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we don't go in. Do they still have stable?
Yes, they do. They've got a another one of the biggest structures you can see here is a multi-story stable. It goes up about 6 flights, and some of the upper areas are designed for really large creatures to land in.
Huh.
You could think almost a full-size dragon could fit in the top one.
Wow.
Wouldn't be able to move very much, but it could fit inside.
Wow.
Interesting. It's scary to think that this dragon is under control here, but anyway.
And you can hear the sound of horses coming from the stables.
Awesome. Well, that's a good sign. I presume people here still use horses, they just don't revere them like the steps do.
No, the steps treat them as family. The people here treat them as beasts of burden.
Yeah, right. So ours probably look a little bit more tended to.
Well, your ones look immaculate in comparison to most of the animals you see around outside here.
Yeah, right. So that kind of stands out.
Well, the fact that we've also got an axe beak.
Well, no,
Yeah,
the XP's a good thing.
The XP keeps eyeing things.
Play nice.
And then he goes and disappears. You said play nice.
Exits. What's the exits?
Oh, behind you now you come in, you see that the stone's rebuilt.
Oh.
Is the walls solid? As in, like, basically there's no grooves or...
Formed by magic.
Yeah. Is there any buildings that are actually close to the wall so that if you can do like bounce off each too?
The closest you can see is about 10 feet from a wall.
Yeah, right, that's not going to work.
Whoever rebuilt this place built it to withstand a lot of things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you get people trying to escape as well.
Well, it makes it hard to break in if you get up on the walls, because you can't just sleep onto the buildings.
Yeah.
Even if you're 30 feet up, jumping a 10-foot gap is quite dangerous. And all the buildings have spaces for archers to stand on.
Yeah.
This is no city, this is a fortress.
Well, given that in like recent times they've been invaded by giants, it's not surprising at all. And they probably have had other visitors.
Oh, dragons.
Okay, as you get close to the stables, and give me a nature roll.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that one. That's that's like a
Is it a natural one?
no, it was a 2. Close enough.
Well, you've got 5. 6, so you can make it 5.
In before I actually looked at this. No, that's
That's
much
better.
better. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
You get 21?
21.
Okay, so not only can you hear horses, you can actually hear Pegasi and tell the difference between them, and even amongst it, you're sure that there are other beasts that you've never met before.
Awesome.
Including griffin you got to see at a distance at one stage.
Nice. I'm very interested.
Okay, so as you go in there, these animals look far better tended than anything you've seen of the beast of burden around. Most of them have handlers tending them using the equivalent of magical tending tools. Like, one of them will step away and the brush will just keep brushing while they're stepped away.
Well, they are magic users, so that's right.
I'll ask them if they are selling their magical brushes.
Why would you need to sell one? You can just requisition one from supply.
But can't take it with me while I go.
As long as supply signs off when you're getting it, it's yours. You're the army, aren't you?
Yeah, okay.
Just send them your papers and you'll get access.
Oh, okay.
Don't look at me like that. I'm not forging like papers.
Why not? I want them.
You do realise your uncle would have probably murdered you if you come home with a bloody magic brush.
Well, he doesn't have to know.
Yeah, I'm sure he already knows that we've travelled back to Galandry after like almost 4 years.
Oh, okay.
And everybody's happy because that annoying bullet-stalking bird is no longer there.
Oh, and Candy's probably also her sermons.
And while you're looking, you see a whole set of riding gear for various animals lying about on set stands that look more than anything you've seen in your life.
Right, so there's like royalty or some
They all look like military saddles.
or military.
This is the army.
Yeah.
They said the army.
He said army, awesome.
So I wonder how big that army is.
It's probably huge.
Well, we should find out.
You have heard rumours that the commanders all have flying mounts.
Yeah, see? Hence the...
The Pegasus. Awesome. I'm really interested in looking at the Pegasus actually, but probably should go try and find my... Is it my cousin who we ran into last
It
night?
was your cousin you ran into here.
I can't remember his name, but that's okay.
If I remember correctly, he said, "Don't come back."
No, he didn't remember who we were. Because when we came back, he had his memory altered. But he didn't say don't come back. That was my sister saying don't come back. Unless you're prepared.
But we're not prepared.
We're slightly prepared.
We have next week now.
Okay, so the Pegasus is actually giving off a glow in the stables all of its own.
That's cool.
Because technically they are celestials.
Wow.
I say hello to it in Celestial.
It looks at you and nods.
Awesome.
And it has that, so bright white teeth, pearly white teeth that just glint in whatever light's here. You have this, uplifting feeling just looking it in the eyes.
Wow.
Oh, technically you've looked at an angel. Celestials are angels.
Wow.
So what are necromancers doing riding celestial beasts?
Well, this one's
Is that what you ask it?
Actually, yeah. Yeah, I do. I'll ask who its owner is, and why are there so many celestial beasts here?
Give me a religion check.
Well, yeah, some gods are got angels and they just happen to be worshipping death. So would this be a black Pegasus?
Oh, it's a white one.
It's white with a glowing
Okay,
shiny
albino,
teeth.
red eyes.
10.
10. You're not sure why it doesn't respond, it just shakes its head.
It probably doesn't want to answer me, or it
Can't.
can't. Yeah.
Might be under some
Do
sort
I
of
get
spell.
any intent behind that?
It's more of a, you can't really remember a huge amount about Pegasi.
Yeah, right.
And it is a, it does not look like something that a necromancer could touch. It does have that aura of purity and goodness going around it. So much so that you can actually see that little bits of flowers are sprouting around it, and
Wow.
little birds come in and land on it and try to help clean it.
I guess I thank it for its service.
It just gives you a nod and goes back to being preened and looked after.
Great. Disney princess.
How many of them are here?
It's about 3.
Oh wow. Alright. I guess try and find my cousin and find out who owns these Pegasi, because I'm really curious now.
Let's look for the Disney princesses. Someone who's bright, cheerful.
I can do that.
Yeah, bloody like detect magic on everything to
Oh, okay. I advise you against that because you go blind. Because remember, this place uses magic just to probably wipe
Everything.
your ass with.
Yeah, but once I know.
Animated toilet paper.
Okay, so as you're about to walk out, one of the horses says, "Halt, who goes there?"
Scar.
Is it one of the Pegasi or one of the other horses?
One of the other horses.
You could detect it.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, great.
Wow.
Is this the thing that I was actually looking for? The black horse with the glowing red eyes and the evil intent coming from it, which is normally classed as a nightmare.
Or it's the level 20 thing that tried to kill us in the last year.
I wasn't here last time.
15?
15. Okay. So
Mind you, that was after the paladin anyway.
It was after us and Megan had it.
you can see a what looks to be this. Make the other Pegasi look like they're a little dull in comparison. Horse standing looking at you.
Oh, great. So as in it's more celestial than them?
More majestic, yeah.
Wow, okay.
And every now and then, your eyes think you see a horn on its head, but it just fades in and out.
Okay, that's cool.
And it basically looks like its hair and tail are made out of flowing gold.
Okay. I guess I'm not gonna lie to this creature and say my full name. This is all in Celestial. It spoke to me in Celestial?
What spoke right in your head?
Oh. Does it understand Celestial? I say my name is Celestial anyway and see what happens.
It says greeting.
Okay, awesome. That's who I am, so...
Your horse is like you. So why are you here?
I am looking for my family and trying to find out the secrets that have been hidden to me for many years.
They are 5 doors down.
Whoa.
5 doors down? Okay, who is 5 doors down?
Your family.
Which ones?
The ones you're here to see.
Okay,
Do I need to go explore them further?
probably.
Sure. He walks out of.
I follow in probably like just stunned awe.
5 stores down is an upgrade from 6 feet under.
Well,
I can't imagine that whoever's here has celestial beings being bad, but I'm gonna reserve judgment on that one. Hey, I have the celestial horse.
That was doors, not floors.
it was doors.
Yeah. We were 5 floors down.
Yeah, wait.
Okay, it goes down about 5 buildings down.
Like
And-
buildings, wow.
yeah. And
So we've gone past the inn now?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, wow.
And it just looks at the door, and someone opens the door rather quickly, going, sorry.
Sorry to the horse or sorry to
The
me?
horse. Bowing.
Wow.
Okay, do I recognize this person?
Yep. It's your cousin.
Oh god, okay.
They look to have been beaten up quite badly.
By who?
You have no idea.
The horse.
They've got marks all over the side of one of their
marks?
faces that look like it's healed badly.
I bluntly ask him what the hell he's done.
I didn't do it. Someone beat me up.
Yeah, but why are you saying sorry to the majestic horse?
Because he's in charge here.
Okay. Did I get his name? No, I didn't get his name.
He says, no, I didn't tell you my name, and then he turns and walks off.
Can I get your name anyway?
Yes.
Give me a will save.
Ooh, this is not gonna go well. No, that. Well.
We've got rerolls.
Use the rerolls. You need to.
So what did you get? That good?
Well, I got a 4. So that
Beautiful.
means I got a.
You want to use a reroll?
6.
That would definitely be a failure.
Yeah, I think I might use another one of those rerolls.
Or sounds basically.
so we're down to 4. So, have your reroll.
I roll 1. Oh, that's not much better. 8.
8. Okay, so you feel the displeasure of this angelic being that you seem to have annoyed. And it hurts. You feel yourself weeping and bursting into tears that you're causing this angelic being to be displeased with you.
Yeah.
To the point where you're just openly crying on the ground there. He just walks off.
You're right there.
I made the celestial horse angry at me by asking what his name was.
Candy doesn't understand at all.
We shall
Yeah, I don't
the
get the whole
horse with-
talking to horses thing, so I'm just gonna leave you to it.
The horse
gonna
with
walk
no
inside.
name.
It was talking in my head, okay? I didn't even cast speak that.
You just
That's
saw him
alright.
follow a horse,
Horses-
just an ordinary horse
Horses
down the
talk
street.
to me in my head all the time. It's like
Wait,
they
you just
talk.
saw the rest of them see an ordinary horse?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, this probably just looks so strange to everyone. I'm just like weeping for this like random horse.
Thank you.
So they've cast a spell over it to make it look like a majestic horse.
Well, it would have to be a spell on them because they're the only one that can see the majestic horse. We couldn't.
We couldn't see it. Yeah.
Yeah, either that or it's something to do with the family. Like, can he see it?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
That is 13?
No, it's just a normal horse to you.
No?
Interesting.
So what's so special about this horse?
I don't know. Well, either their cousin or the horse made them cry, so...
You peer intently at the horse.
Well, other than it's been groomed very well.
Do you try look at it intently?
Yeah.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
This is gonna end badly.
20.
Is that
Natural 20.
Oh,
So,
that was a natural.
As you look at it, this whole radius of energy just seems to like explode out of the creature, as it you can see a large glowing unicorn standing there who just stops and turns and looks at you.
Whoa.
He's basically his hair waving about like molten
this is
gold
the most
all around him.
beautiful thing I've ever
So you
seen.
can see his horn is longer than you are,
Wow.
and it seems to be especially sharpened. He's looking directly at you, eye to eye.
Yeah, I'll get down on my knees.
And he just flicks his tail and continues walking off.
I've seen
Yeah,
them all
and
doing
now
these
you
weird
know why I'm
things.
crying on
You
the
just see
ground.
the dwarf see it turn and look at him, then walk off.
Yeah. I just think this is really weird. These guys are all going nuts.
I'm just gonna walk in, gonna have pancakes, and just ask the cousins anything to eat.
Oh, we've got plenty to eat, sort of. Well, I'm not sure if it's healthy, but it's food.
That doesn't sound appetizing. Would you care to elaborate?
No.
Oh, that bad.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm thinking it's gruel for dinner.
Well, I guess we need to. Oh no. I'm gonna stay right here. I was gonna suggest shopping, but no.
No.
Yeah, remember what happened the last time you went out by yourself?
Yes. Hence no.
Or the last time you went shopping.
Or the way
Yeah.
last time you went
Yeah.
shopping?
That's why I don't go shopping as a general rule now.
Okay, so you go in.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems to be like a just a small little bedroom sort of room here, built into the back of one of the other buildings.
I asked my cousin.
So it's a hovel.
I asked my cousin why in the hell there's a celestial beast running the town.
Unicorn.
It's still a celestial beast.
It serves one of the princes.
Oh, great.
One of the princes. Which prince?
He doesn't know which prince, but one of the ruling princes of Galantry has sent it here to keep order.
Oh, great.
And the prince is rather indiscriminate about how the orders are kept, so it's completely up to the creature how it keeps it. It's not a very nice creature.
No, we've learned that. Well, I learned that anyway.
Whopping big horn.
So if it thinks that you're here to cause trouble in its town, it did manage to kill both of those giants we're using as laborers.
Yeah. No. Just plan on passing through. Just wanted a little bit of help.
Sure, how can I help you, cousin? Apparently you're looking better than last time I saw you. Even looking a little bit wiser if that's possible.
Sort of.
Well, you got with you a decent bird that should be able to help. Pointing at the X-beak that has snuck into the room while squeezing in and filling up all the available space.
Yeah, he's a bit of a nuisance, that one.
And he drops something out of his mouth.
Of course he does. What did he find now?
A rat.
Oh, no, not a rat this time. Dog.
A dog.
Oh, good dog. That better not be one of the prince's dogs. Bullshit.
I was gonna say neighbours, but that's worse.
He just sits down and goes, well, at least we can have meat tonight.
Yeah, go for your life, buddy. But outside, not in here.
Oh, not the X-beak.
No, your cousin says it.
Oh.
Yes, you're actually the secret air chef.
He just gets the secret ingredients.
Love dog stew.
All 72 herbs and spices.
This probably hurts the ranger side of my character. Not that I can be a ranger, but I still probably have the same principles.
Well, your beliefs haven't changed.
No.
Just that your ability to follow them has.
Yeah. Well, we're currently traveling with people that aren't desired in Galandry. Not desired.
What, you find some clerics out there, did you?
No, I mean the halfling and the dwarf.
Well, they might be able to pass as, cattle.
Yeah, the last time we had trouble with that without any of the special collar things.
That could be a bit of a problem.
Yeah, and we really want to know what's in those contracts. And how to undo it without dying.
No, I might be able to help you with that. What, you got a contract there?
Do we have the old contract?
Oh, the old contract disintegrated when the
No, I thought Josh still had it.
No, it disintegrated when you threw the
No, I could have sworn that Josh still
when you
had
threw the collar into the furnace.
Yeah, the collar disintegrated, but I'm pretty sure he still had the contract. It just became a mundane piece of paper with writing on it.
I guess if we still have it, if that didn't disintegrate when the collar was
Okay.
destroyed.
Sure, I just said. He doesn't have it on him. Oh, she doesn't have it on him.
Yeah, right. No, we currently don't have any contracts or collars.
Well, you do have a contract, but it's not for that collar.
Yeah, well, we don't have any of the items, basically.
Oh, did you want me to try to get you one?
If you can, it would probably make our life traveling through here easier.
Probably cost about 20 gold.
So we probably have that. As a party, and as far as I'm aware, I know we have gold.
I thought we had a fair bit. Things buzzing.
Yeah, no, because Josh finished work.
No.
Then you've got the dragon tax as well.
We're still playing. We're still playing. Yeah, D&D. Friday, remember?
Must be exhausting.
Well done. Good job. He thinks it's Monday, everyone. Just putting it out there.
Well, when you have weird schedules, it can
It
screw
can, yeah. Make things go all weird.
Everyone says hi. I could probably put you on speaker, but that would be on the recording. Right. Josh wants to say hi.
Hi.
Hey, Josh. Happy Monday.
I rolled a nat 20. I rolled a nat 20 on that combat roll, Martin. I think the enemy is dead.
Yeah. Is he still wanted in this township? Or I should say country?
No, because he's a fire genasi now, so no one recognizes
No,
him.
but I thought he's now same appearance. Instead of being blue, he's now red.
I'm not concerned he's just rolled an
He
extra 20
does look a
on
lot
their
different.
cousin.
So apparently you just killed M's cousin.
Who was going to get us a collar?
Oh, sorry.
Which is now, well, since you are now causing disturbance in this township, you're going to be attacked by a unicorn.
Who killed giants with its horn?
Yeah, wait.
A celestial unicorn
Yeah, celestial unicorn in the land of magic.
that has at least a 4-foot long horn.
Yeah.
It sounds fun. I'm going to have to watch the recording.
Yes, so it'd
Many-
be interesting to see
Well, I'm probably still
Seeing
being
you-
angry with my god right now, so...
seeing her getting flung around by a normal
That's
horse.
Basically,
Oh, wow.
a picture of the unicorn.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And that's basically as I described
Anyway,
it to you.
I'll leave you guys to it.
No
Alrighty.
Okay.
I just completely forgot it was Friday.
That's okay.
Okay.
And tomorrow's Sunday.
No, shut up. Don't say that because I'm actually working a night shift on Sunday, so...
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Rest up.
Alright.
Talk to you later.
Good night.
Good morning.
Alright.
Yeah. Bye.
See ya.
So you just turn around and Shogar just has this great big grin on her face as she's imagining that she's just done something.
And we all look at her and go, huh?
She does this every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when she starts hearing music.
I
You're
can put
playing
you
the
some...
theme music on, aren't you?
Adding more depth to the music. So, what do you do now that you've got your cousin here who's just looking at Shogar with a strange look in her face?
Yeah, don't worry about her. She got a little crazy recently.
At least she's not drooling.
Don't say that out loud.
No, not here. Oh, God.
You probably just did though.
So, you still want me to get those papers for you?
Yeah, before the paladin starts drooling. Oh wait, he's not a paladin, never mind. Yeah, before she starts drooling, that's a good idea.
She hands you a cloth. Well, if he does drool, or if she does drool, you could always just use it to help wipe up around the place.
Yeah, thanks for that, cuz.
Well, it's not like I've got much work now since I got hurt in the giant attack.
Oh, that's what happened.
I destroyed my inn and then gave it to someone else.
Ah.
Because apparently I didn't pass the graduation test well enough. Well, I didn't take it, so that does count.
Does he have any magical ability?
Nope. Actually inept with magic.
Awesome.
If you want someone to destroy magic, just ask them to use it. That's their talent.
Awesome.
Man, they're great at that talent.
So
Except they actually try to use it. They can't intentionally break it.
So how does he know how to use the collars then if he's magically inept?
He can read.
You're okay, fair enough.
Just don't ask him to put them on someone.
Awesome.
What, they explode?
You don't know.
Mm.
It may not work as planned.
Yeah.
I ever got a sneaking suspicion this is going to become something like Out of Wedlock.
Yeah, if you could still procure them and help me with the translations so we can get it right, that would be awesome.
Sure, what language do you want it in? Don't say Dwarvish, please. That would just get me killed.
I was gonna say
That'd be very
Celestial,
cool.
but that's okay.
So, you want to put something about slavery in Celestial. That would be a very hard read. Because it would just be dancing around the entire subject without saying anything.
Yeah, good.
Wouldn't you think you go more for like Infernal or Abyssal? More likely Infernal, because they do like their contract and their binding and being very specific about what's going to happen to the person when things happen.
Yeah, but I don't lose language. That's actually...
So the language defines what happens. So the more wishy-washy the language, the more wishy-washy the results.
Yeah, but it's either that or put it in Ethengar, which would probably also get him killed.
There's enough that speak the Ethengarian, they'll just sigh and charge me more.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay, you got 40 gold?
Yes.
She holds out her hand.
I handed 40 gold.
Okay, I'll be back soon. How many colours did you need again?
2.
Okay, I get 2 put on the contract.
Awesome. So 40 gold. Magic collars, yay!
So what do you want to do while you're waiting?
Oh, I mean, I really want to go talk to that Pegasus again, but that's probably going to end badly. If I have to keep doing will saves to talk to it.
Well, the unicorn.
Yeah. Or wisdom saving throw, sorry. Is there any other of the family still here?
You look around. There is a picture of the other half of the family, and a little shrine in front of it.
Oh.
Awesome. I guess I spend the time waiting, praying to my ancestors.
So you're speaking of dead.
Ready for the usual.
Yeah, you're probably not surprised at all.
You see every now and then that there are undead carrying baggage for people around, as you know, pack mules.
Yeah, well, we saw that when we were here last time, so it's not quite as much of a culture shock.
Give me a perception roll.
No, I see nothing.
You see nothing?
I've rolled a 3 and I've got like a perception of 1. So
You
it's
still got some
4.
reroll.
Yeah, there's lots of rerolls there still. It's 10 o'clock.
No, really? Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess one more.
Sure, use another one of those.
So is the
We have plenty.
So is the undead mostly human and giant?
That's better. 17.
17. Okay. So as you look about, you do recognize your dead cousin carrying stuff around.
My other dead cousin?
The one who actually died. He's got the shrine here.
Oh. Yeah, I'm
He's got a wearing the tabard of one of the local shops. Apparently, he's the shop boy.
I mean, I can't say I'm surprised at all, given where we are, but still a little bit creepy.
Well, you do remember the adage of most of the people here is waste not, want not.
Yeah, it's a lot less of a culture shock,
Mm.
because we kind of knew that this time.
Yeah. the biggest thing that is, telling is he's doing it one-armed.
Interesting. I'm presuming the other arm is gone.
As is, there's like a big bite mark in the side of the body,
Huh.
Ooh.
Ouch.
right where the arm was.
I'm presuming that's like one of the giants or like a wolf or something that they were talking about.
Could be a nature check.
Fuck's sakes.
Another one.
It's not rolling ones, but I'm just rolling low.
Well, there's still more of those, re-rolls.
Yeah.
8?
Yes.
That's not enough.
No. I didn't think it
You want to
was.
re-roll it?
Re-roll.
Go on.
We may as well. We've still got, what, like 3?
Yep.
And we're
You-
probably
you
not going to
roll
get any
it.
combat done today,
Nah.
so... Oh, no!
Natural one.
No, 2! That was my other dice as well.
So didn't get any higher.
No.
So no idea what sort of creature caused that.
No. Probably one I've not seen, or don't really want to know.
Do you point it out to anyone else?
Well, I was looking at it, seeing if there's anything other than pumpkins.
You notice this. She's staring intently at a zombie carrying stuff.
Okay, let's see. Someone you know?
I say bluntly yes. And point to the photo.
You see a little shrine inside to that person before they died.
Okay.
But but
Normally-
the photo has 2 arms instead of this one only has 1.
So,
Don't worry, you get used to it.
no, I've seen one there, but normally if we don't put a shrine, if they're still here, that's what's got me confused. You've got a shrine and he's out there. Normally it should be, it's either one or the other.
Yeah, don't worry, you're new here. And plus my family's weird.
Nah. Hey, undead pirates.
You actually have undead pirates?
You can have undead pirates. Arr.
Yeah, no, they're great for getting treasure from underneath the water.
That's where you go.
Ah.
Arr, brains. Arr.
But they're intelligent.
Well, you can actually have quite intelligent undead.
Yeah.
They can be uber intelligent and just be a skull and be the most devastating encounter you can come across.
Awesome.
And all it does, it says your name.
So, as you're out there looking about, a couple of people on broomstick come in and land nearby. They just walk off with their broomsticks over their shoulder,
Yep, saw that last time too, I'm pretty sure.
wearing the livery of one of the town guard.
Great. I'm sure we don't stand out like the sore thumb. It's
No, we
all,
don't, we're
all,
inside.
all huddled in this little stingy... Yeah, but you're probably like looking all wide-eyed and fucking bushy-tailed out the window.
You notice your ex-peak eyeing off one of the rooms.
I kind of look at him. What do you think you're doing, buddy?
You see the...
Don't make me get that Pegasus on you. Or unicorn or whatever.
You sort of look excited. I can play.
No, you don't want to play with him.
I can see exploding feathers.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure the moment you annoy him, it's gonna be...
At that point, your other cousin comes back carrying a couple of collars and big folio of paperwork.
Awesome.
And here's your chance to find out what happened to your other cousin, who lost an arm. But at least he didn't lose his leg as well.
Yeah, they'll probably still make him belong.
I'm sure they just borrow one from someone else.
Probably that too.
Yeah, they'll just chuck a stop on it.
Yeah, technically the party, as far as long as we probably made more money in the 3 years we had down as well. But coming out of the Dwarven runes, we had 845 gold pieces and like 1800 in silver. So yeah, we have more than enough to do a lot of things.
Then you need to take the dragon tax off that.
The dragon tax.
Yeah, basically the dragon says, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I didn't take the gold from you.
No, he just took other precious things.
Yeah, like all the gems in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so she hands you the folio.
Mm-hmm.
Should be a good read. Luckily, they had a couple of these in Ethengar on hand. They just had to dig them out because no one really uses them nowadays.
Yeah, that's great. Was there any change from
So
that?
what, these are an older model.
I know, same model. They just write it out in the language they need. So they've been using it as the scribe copies.
Fair enough.
Because if they can translate different languages, it doesn't really matter what language they're translating from.
Yeah, right.
Plus, they always like to change clauses each time anyway, so...
Okay, so this is gonna be fun going through.
Yeah, I guess I spend the next hour reading through all the clauses.
You think it might take you about 4 days to get through all the clauses?
4 days!
Looking at the paperwork.
An hour is just reading the first sentence.
Wow.
Yeah, well, remember...
And that's assuming you pass the intelligence checks on the
remember, none
on
of
the
us are
complexities.
scribes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. And if it's straight in checks aren't too bad. I've got +2 for that.
Because it looks like it's done in legalese.
Yeah.
And you wanted it done in Celestial? Oh, that would have been even worse.
Yeah.
Imagine vague legalese.
Yeah, aren't you glad I got talked out of that one? They would have spent 3 weeks trying to translate Celestial.
So, I understand the intent, but I don't know what it means. The intent is, I can cause bad stuff to happen if I say this word. But what bad stuff? It just says bad stuff. It doesn't have any other word for bad stuff. Damn Celestial, so... Unfortunate word here, Celestial. Huh? I can't even swear in Celestial.
No, really the swear words fluffy bunnies or something. Or magic rainbows. That's the extent of swearing in Celestial.
Skittles.
Skittles. Taste the rainbow. Now that's probably literally what happens when you try to swear in Celestial. You literally just taste rainbow.
Yeah, you're swearing in Celestial, rainbow skittles and, fluffy bunnies. Hey, grammar.
That's the lawful Celestial side. The chaotic Celestial side is more than happy for you to throw words all over the place that have no meaning. Because you're frustrated.
Celestial, correct.
I love playing with language in games. It's fantastic.
I really need to learn another language.
Well, you could learn Infernal. Then you could actually narrow someone down to a point where they can't get out of it.
Yep.
There is no wiggle room.
No, that is
Infernal
not
at
a
all.
good path to go down.
No.
And when you make someone sign a contract in Infernal, it's very binding.
Much like these contracts you've got in front.
Even after death.
Exactly.
Yeah, but slightly more ambiguous, but not quite as ambiguous as it would have been in Celestial.
This is just more words.
In Celestial, will probably say, and you go to a bad place afterwards.
Infernal is this
Bad-
is the bad place.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
Okay, so do you want to spend 4 days there reading it?
I really want to know.
Before you get into it?
Yeah.
Okay, your cousin's happy to put you up for 4 days, if you help pay for food and stuff.
But we're all staying at the inn. I'm not staying in one room with you and your cousin.
Yeah, I presume we have enough party money to probably stay at the inn.
Your cousin, can I stay too?
Yeah, he can share my room.
Okay. Bigger room. bed.
I'm staying here.
Not sleeping on
You're
the stone.
staying there.
I'm staying in this room.
Why?
Because that old inn used to be the shop that got me in trouble.
It
I'm
is.
staying in this room.
Oh, you're staying by yourself.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm staying in this room.
Camdu's staying
I'm
at the
sure
inn.
my axe beaks is more than happy to keep company.
I'm taking with you. I'm staying here.
He just he sits and props like a guard bird.
This is still not good. I'm saying it. He's leaving.
No, you stay there.
He shakes his head at you. He understands you perfectly.
Have fun.
You got. Oh.
And give him a snack.
He's happy. He now shall make sure the door shall not wander.
And,
Yeah.
and I shall name him George.
Yes, they should rename me Legless Legolas.
I'm sure,
Hey, you've become an elf.
I'm sure he can find new legs for you. It's not like he hasn't brought them back before.
He likes to eat legs.
Okay, so you go to the inn. When you walk in, it's basically like you've gone to another world. Temperature changes. It is perfect, pleasant, wonderful. The smells are fantastic. You can see the plates drifting over to the people who have bought food and landing in front of them.
Wow.
The place has absolutely no smoke whatsoever. Everything's lit by magic.
Wow.
You can see that someone's cooking the food on a wooden bench, mahogany wooden bench top, with just a frying pan with nothing underneath it.
That's cool.
And the frying pan's just cooking the food.
Cool. Camdu really likes it. She's like, wow, this is so cool.
Considering you're supposed to hate magic.
No,
Or it's
no.
is
She
Cam-
hates work.
Remember not to give too much away.
Yeah. Or as Camdu's mellowed out in the last few years, where did you go?
She went with the Vikings, and the Vikings love magic.
Oh god, right.
Yeah.
They inscribe everything with magic that they
Magic
can get away with.
runes and magic.
They are a runic people.
Yeah.
If they can put a rune on it, they will, and claim it's theirs. It's equivalent of licking it to them. It is now
Oh,
made.
does Camdu have her own rune since she's
could.
come back? She might be going around carving it on things.
Oh, you could have studied to be a rune priest.
Hang on, which rune are you carving on things?
The rune of Camdu. It is now owned by Camdu.
Yeah.
Which might be on your butt at times.
She's basically just graffitiing
Have you-
every
So,
single
so,
time.
yeah, so basically, the Vikings are the
Have
graffiti
you done that
artists.
in the
of this.
house?
Huh?
Have you done that in the cousin's house?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Can I roll my runic initiative of runes to
Yep.
make sure this isn't some evil, ridiculous
Sure.
rune?
Give
It just
me
says
a.
Camdu.
That's what you think it might say. I'm worried someone's told you something else. Can I re-roll that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bounced out.
Well, it's technically still counts. Oh, natural 20.
Okay,
Nice.
so you decipher that pretty well. It is in perfect runic from the Northerners. It's basically saying Master of Rats.
I'm now trying to understand why and how. And I have many more questions for the Vikings.
So Kendu is.
Master of rats.
It just worked out perfectly that way. We can figure that out later.
I am
No,
very
she
confused.
probably told her mother of the great endeavor she had in these dwarven ruins, and they, had this, infestation was,
Right.
slaughtered, and probably mistaken kobolds for rats, and somehow that's how it's ended up being.
How the hell can you mistake a kobold for a rat?
Because Karen probably doesn't care. She's probably just
There's
like, I
There's
slaughtered
a
everything.
greater chance of a goblin to
Lost
be
in
a rat.
translation happens more often than you
Yes.
think. Like, for
Especially with
example,
Camdu, like she's saying, it's, rat,
That's the thing is
kobold,
we did-
they're all these little
But it is a personalized
things.
rune, so it actually also pretty much says Camdu at the same time.
Huh.
But does it have power behind it?
Good question.
If she's magically inclined, yes.
Interesting. I guess I will note it down
begrudgingly.
You can actually use that at a later stage to track her.
There you go.
I will note this down less begrudgingly.
As you do, there is a sort of a tap on your shoulder.
Tap or a
Yeah,
squeak?
it's the axe beak. You're just watching what you're doing.
What, you want your room drawn too?
It nods.
No,
Okay.
he wants you to make him one. Cause
Yes, I will make the axe pick a room. I'm gonna regret this, but okay.
Hey, that means you can track where he is, so you can
Yeah.
go in peace.
Yeah, so then you don't have to worry about him.
Well, that's a natural 1. So
Actually explodes. I would suggest using a reroll on that.
yeah, see, here's the thing. I'm curious.
No.
and-
What happens when you botch?
I don't know.
You destroy whatever that
Thing-
rune was.
Things explode.
But no, he hasn't actually learnt the rune for it yet.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. It only explodes if he uses a rune.
What about if he's making a rune?
Well, he hasn't learned how to make runes of animals yet.
Mm.
That's why it blotched.
Yeah, but then he's destroyed a rune. But what?
How many
from
rolls
what?
do you have left?
We've got 2.
2. Might as well use it.
Yeah.
I think
16.
he has to botch 3 times in a day for it to destroy a rune.
Well,
Well, I have cast 3 runes in the day for it to botch.
okay.
Which is rather
It's
specific
not much
for it
better,
to
but
actually
better.
destroy.
Yeah, it means that 1 in 20 runes get exploded each day.
That's a 10.
Okay, you've basically written a rune that says bird brain.
This is accurate.
You know it's not going to do anything, but
I'm fine with this.
and you see it scratched it into the wall next to you.
Bird brain.
I wonder what else I can teach.
So now it says can do bird brain.
Can I put the rune for approved next to it?
That's just a tick.
No.
That's just a tick.
So you might find some of your runes, added to later.
I'm now curious what else this axe beak could learn, because obviously it picks things up more quickly than I ever realized. That's probably for a later stage.
Okay, so you go in, you manage to get yourself rooms fairly easily because, well, they're on the frontier and not many people stay here.
Yeah, right.
Especially in an inn that costs more than most people earn in a year.
Yeah.
Mind you, how much is it?
It is 10 gold a room.
How many rooms? We would probably need at least 2.
Well, they got as many as you'd like. They can even make some more if I run out.
2 rooms will be fine. Thank
Sure. Do you want a deluxe suite or a? Do you need to swing from chandeliers, or do you need to have reverse gravity, or?
No, just some nice
Rooms,
beds.
nice beds.
And
So do you want them made from the tears of virgins, or?
no, just normal run-of-the-mill beds.
What's a run-of-the-mill bed? Is it a bed that twirls?
Like a feather
That you
mattress.
keep running
that-
to sleep on?
A feather mattress.
Like a feather mattress that
We-
stays still.
What sort of feather would you like? We have at the moment going rock feather. We have. I don't recommend the phoenix feather one because it's a bit hot.
What my master is suggesting is, what would be the most comfortable feather that you can?
Oh, we got Pegasus feather bed. It's like sleeping on clouds.
Oh yeah, Camdo wants that one.
One comfortable bed for her, reasonable beds for the rest of us.
Yeah, the Pegasus one's like one.
So you want the rock
900.
bed? It's a bit hard, but
No, not the rock bed.
No, you're getting the.
Yeah, but not for you guys either. You won't sleep.
I don't know.
No, it's rocket.
it's ROC.
ROC, so it's basically a cockatrice type thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's basically a
Oh,
a
one of
single
those
feather is
rocks.
as long as this table,
Ah.
or longer.
Yeah, that will do.
Well, that's our bed. I thought it was something.
So they got a room with just straight feathers hanging between ropes,
Yeah, cool, sweet hammocks. Awesome.
and you've got this plush.
Oh, yes.
Basically, it doesn't even feel like you're touching it.
Yep.
It's just so soft.
Soft and Just suspends me in midair. Yep.
Hey.
Cool.
I kind
I'm
of
used
just
to
like
hammocks.
roll my eyes at Camden.
Oh, Camden's really enjoying this.
Oh no, I can imagine.
And they ask if you'd like a breakfast in the morning, breakfast any meals overnight. They can serve up anything.
Yep. So you got
Or anyone.
You got pre-breakfast, breakfast, pre-brunch, brunch.
Yeah, but you realise we're probably paying for every one of
Everything.
these extras.
What's the horses? They just said they do assassinations.
They did.
So is he actually part of the Thieves Guild?
The bar person.
Yeah.
No, he's just a noble.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'll just do a quick Thieves check to see if he actually.
Are you okay with your fingers there? They seem to be, twitching a bit. We've got ointment for that. It basically sets the nerves light until they stop twitching.
Then I wouldn't be able to help my muscles. Thank you.
Well, it basically makes you so much better, and I would have at a longer time. You need no rests. You can keep going and going and going.
And then you collapse in a
Oh no, he never collapses. That's the trick. He never has to breathe, eat, sleep.
Yeah, you're a zombie.
No, he's not a zombie. He still has control of his faculties.
I think I'll pass on that one. He doesn't need to be spoiled.
Okay, so you don't want anyone else turned?
No.
Upgraded. You want him upgraded? I can make him taller,
I'm quite happy.
longer, shorter,
I'm,
different color.
I'm pretty sure if I want to do that, I'll do that myself.
Do you want a glowing tattoo on him? So, your name flashing across his forehead so no one touches him?
No, thank you.
I don't know. Not wanting the extras of. Oh well. I'll talk to you in the morning then.
Good night.
He heads off. And we could finish there for tonight.
Yeah.
You need to order some ale.
Upsellers.
Get some ale.